How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to more Tears of the Kingdom. It's been quite a while, honestly, because we did a lot over the summer with the new Zelda Notes features, which is everything I can just pull up on the side here. We've been using a lot of this to like look at all like the little lore tidbits and like the Autobuild share, which I want to dive a lot more into. Now that Age of Imprisonment is finally released, we got like some little cool insights on stuff that kind of connects with this. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to play more Tears, and it's been a while. We can probably start with the fun build. And to get that fun build, I'm going to first send one over. It's been a bit, but I'm going to go Autobuild share. Where is this one? There it is. I have a lot of fun ones, but the QR codes are awesome. And we just have to receive that in game. Boom. I think it's worth the cost. We'll do my stabilizer, wheels, steering stick, just to make it cheaper. Might as well. But yeah, welcome everyone. Hopefully you're having a good Thursday. It is Thanksgiving too, and I thought it would be kind of a fun day to just do some silly stuff here. So, the Gorons don't like this. They want to be constructing. Or just be burning up chaos. Oh, did I? Sorry, other construct head. I will need a stabilizer though. It's still cheaper as the parts just hop around. Hop parts. And we hope for the best because it is not the easiest to navigate this thing. But it is fun. You have to do something like that. I promise it's worth it. It's easiest when you just build it and get on, but I don't play this game because it's easy. I should, though. Damn it. Trust me, it'll work on the 500th attempt. Oh. Let's try 600. That's so it doesn't snap. You got this. And just go straight up. Get out of the city. Yep. It didn't snag. It's such a goofy little thing. There we go. From left to right, there's some Aracudas. We'll control the skies. If there's skies to control. Oh, there's all skies, I guess. Our goal right now is to hit one of the Zelda memories up there. Let's start with that. These guys first. I think a bit of cat in action is in order. I love being goofy. It's very awkward. You have to like pull back. Oh! It didn't snap. That's a win. Oh, there's another win. Hello. I guess we just did that on our last playthrough. Hinox! Does more damage because we have the mask on. Oh, and this guy too. Okay. Hey, and you get a mask too. Oh, you don't want to use your bombs? You can have that back. I'm kind today. Very kind. Just for some slot parts. I love if you just litter this world with everything. I love enemy litter. But yes, today is Thanksgiving. Maybe we'll cook up some funny things. I'm doing my Thanksgiving stuff mostly tomorrow, so I figured for the people just at home today, Zelda Day. No, I haven't played Tears in so long, so it's like, oh yeah, I'm like readjusting as I play, and you know, pull one of the most difficult builds to drive on my first go, and it's like, you know what? We roll with it. Since it's like using wheels in a funny way, you can't like, if you want to go up, you have to like tilt up and to the right because you're like spinning the wheel to like control the fan. It's so awkward and bizarre, but it's like, it does the trick. Okay, as much as I want to I don't want to get the thing to despawn by breaking ores. Because there is a despawn radius on like any of these things. If you want to increase it, you snap like a bright bloom to it. Yeah. I think the big ones do more. And then we turn it off. Okay. So that helps with despawn radius because you don't want bright blooms to despawn. So if it's attached to something, it won't despawn from as far. Same with like dragon parts. Because it's like when you shoot a dragon in the sky and the part goes flying. Nice. Like this vehicle. It doesn't want the part to instantly despawn because it goes too far to reach. So naturally, if that same part is snapped on a vehicle, it'll greatly increase the radius in which it would despawn. But bright blooms also do similar things, not as far. And cheaper. So we like cheap. What? That was a big shiny ore. That's what you're gonna give me. It hates me. That's fine. You know, because for now, I'm gonna go back to my auto builds. Or not auto builds. I'm gonna go to my map. And I want to see exactly where we're going. We are going up here. Yeah, there's like a Zelda memory, some Koroks. They taste delicious, so a couple of them could be nice. While we're navigating, I'll just kind of leave this up because it's practical. I love big clumsy builds. This is very fun for for the Queen Goma fight. Just kind of staying above her and just raining cannons. We used that in the Zone run, which is a lot of fun. Biggest project yet. If you like fully focus on the Zone tech, it's really awesome. And that's why we did a whole run with that. Although the Switch 2 version of the game does change some of the physics. So like some of those builds don't work anymore, which is funny, but product of its time. There we go. I'm like getting the hang of this again. Anything cool here. We're kind of in this area. It's more so going past it. Which I should have all these builds linked in the description if I didn't make them. This one is the Black Worm. Actually, proper like tutorials in the description, but Autobuild show is very nice because it's like these are very complex to build, and it's nice that it's an option to just, you know, be able to snap together without the amazing intricacies of learning how to do this. You don't want it snapping off, so you do a little soft landing. And then you catch it. So nothing's ever falling on the ground, snapping so easily. Usually we would have lost like a cannon by now. Something simple. Okay, anything fun here? Emo. Boomerang shot. Oh, boomerang lock. And there's my boomerang. Oh, that could have been really bad. It was only kind of bad. I'll take kind of bad. Oh, you are gonna fall, buddy. What? That's crazy. What are those legs made out of? Okay, that goes back. You, though. I love hunting. Please, big meat. Big meat! Well, not like the biggest meat. I want like big meat. You know, that's fine. We can use this. We'll go a little freezy. We have a little freezy. There we go. Nice. Meat shield. Also, thank you, Joseph, for the 2. Can I beat Breathfall using only Traveler gear? See, that is a run I contemplated, actually. Along with a lot of them. I think I wouldn't be able to because of attrition. Traveler gear and Breathfall just doesn't have enough durability and damage, like even with a full inventory, to actually beat the later bosses. So like that is the reason why we haven't done it. We've done Soldier, that was possible, but there just isn't enough durability to make it possible without like just bomb cheesing, I guess. I guess in Tears of the Kingdom it could be possible because of Fuse. But unless I made some big rule altercation, that isn't like a literally possible run. But maybe some format of it, you know? Because I feel like exceptions are always okay if something is impossible. But yeah, That's just where it stands, and that's why it hasn't been done. Yeah, thank you. I just want to get to this Zelda note. We are pretty close now. What if you fought that Talus with this thing? Blood Moon. It is kind of hard because sometimes the cannons don't aim at the right part. In Talus, you have to be very specific. It's like fighting a Hinox, no problem. But Talus... Well, I mean, we could see, right? We're here. We're capable. There we go. Let's turn the fans backwards. Yeah. I can't just, like, drop this thing super fast. Oh. There we go. And then to stay Skyborn? Uh-oh. It's still underground, so not very helpful. Please hit him, what? You're right there. Oh no! Its weak point isn't where the cannons are wanting to hit. Not a single one. That's the problem with Talus. Oh. He's mocking us. No! I'm mocking myself. What the hell? Guys, I thought we were friends. Stop that. Okay. And how do we get out of this pickle? I like pickles, just the crunchy kind, not these. We can heal past that with Soldier Spear. Healer Staff. Ooh, Flint's good. My weapons are slop. I just finished a temple. Ow! Water shot it. There we go. Water, cool fire. And then same thing again. What if we keep healing past that? That's... I can repair that. Uh-oh. Sight on. Perfect. Oh. Perfectly timed, I would say. Are we gonna stay in the platform? I hope. No! Okay. I love sight on so much. It's like a free shield. And then more water. That's fine. You can always get more. I do like my Heelys. Spin to win Big Oran style? Yeah, it's too perfect actually. What? That's a late burn. Kill from the grave. Diamonds? No. It hates us. But... cool throwing hammer. Why not? I'm kind of just making with what we got. We do have an item bank though in our Zelda notes. Also, yeah, for a Breath of the Wild travel run, if you glitch the durability to make the durability on the travel weapon infinite, that could be a cool way to do it. Because I feel like it's still in good faith. You're still using travel weapons, and the challenge is in the low damage you deal. Even if we find a way to glitch extra durability onto them. That could be a fairer workaround. And plus the traveler aesthetic's just so cool. So, it does make it aesthetically and still challenge viable. I typically don't do that for the runs, but it's like, at this point we did like almost every other Breath of the Wild run. Like, if something exists to make it fun and doable, why should I say no? Speaking of runs though, yeah, we're almost, I feel like I've been saying for a couple months, but we're almost done editing the Amiibo run. Almost. Yeah, I moved this summer. I've been very busy. I've been working a lot. So that's why video progress has been very slow, kind of as my life's been transitioning a bit. But I'm happy to be playing Tears again. So I think that's awesome. Okay, I'm like very curiosity here. We already lost the 2 cannons. I'm like, what more can we really lose here? You can burn whatever you want, but does that... Oh, okay. I thought it'd like prevent the whole onslaught. Nope, 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 no. No, 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 get away. Get away. Chop it. Yeah, break it. Yeah, there we go. Oh my God, you did it. Thank you so much. You're amazing for that. Okay. Into the shock. That's kind of good. That's nuts. I can't explain that one. Well, you know what? I'm just kind of using things up. We'll get better things. So things that are low durability. Even if it's like a good one. Triple banana gem. For the triple fun that we used to break it. I will take it. That's rough. I mean... Ouch. Have I heard of Red Dead Redemption 2? What do I think of it? Cowboy. That's what I think of it. I think it's a very immersive game. Very strong, just like, you know, it's a cool character piece. You get to be a cool cowboy. The game does linger on a lot, I think, and I'm not a big fan of those types of games, but it's cool for being like a cool cowboy simulator. So it's very detailed too. So I did enjoy it. It was many years ago when I played it. But yeah, if you want to be a cowboy, you can play that game, and it satisfies the urge to be a cowboy. It is the most like simple brain explanation. It's like, yeah, you get to be I can't explain it any other way. Yay. And we're still flying. We're just unweaponized, which might make us lighter to make this easier to fly. Maybe we'll chop up that Aracuda. Who knows? What are the games though? I'm very excited for Metroid. Metroid, I've played the first Prime like twice. This probably is taking a different direction. Seems to be a bit more of a human element with like more like characters and stuff, but I'm very for it. That comes out next week, actually. I'm just gonna like park right here. If you don't mind, guys. Yeah, there we go. That does pretty well for us. And something is wind gusting. Oh, did you want one too? I should share. Ow! It didn't even activate the time bomb. Let's be careful. They instantly detonate on a recall. But it's like a thing about them. They're time bombs until they're recalled. Because recall breaks the laws of time. Literally. Let's crouch that one. Oh man. But I really like having Sidon before the Goron area. That's why we did it. Because having water abilities for the fire area is like really nice. Like puts out the fires, puts out the taluses, can survive the heat. And the Goron's just like a universal weapon you can have for like aerial vehicles, which is cool. Or like any other vehicle. So it's like the best second one to do. And Tulin's just a great travel one. So that'll be third. Also be cool to check out because we got some cool extra lore with the Stormwind arc in Age of Imprisonment. It actually gave a bit more like purpose to it. It was more like a children's tale of like principle of like a story about like helping others and how good things come around. I like how they kind of embellish more on the Stormwind arc in Age of Imprisonment. Where this game was just kind of like weird legend that had a poem with it. But I like that this story was more integrated with like folklore of like, you know how like in the real world we have like stories that we teach, you know, our youth that like help spread lessons and morals. And that's kind of what the Stormwind arc was. And that was more like doubled down in with Tears. Or with Age of Imprisonment. I like that a lot. What should we repair? I love repairing. I don't know what's low, actually. I can't repair stuff that's, like, legendary weapons. We're just gonna trust him not to kill. If Tulin's not here, we're fine. Pulling. Repair. Some durability, I'll take that. And we mark with the rock octa symbol. And then it looks like we got a Zelda note coming up. Also, another one idea is using only items that chat sends over, like through Zelda notes. I would do something like that, but it's like, I don't know if there's going to be enough participants in terms of like people who also have Zelda notes, because not most people who play this game don't have the Switch 2, and I feel like the participation would be there fully because, I mean, as awesome as this is, I do recognize that Switch 2 is a very overpriced console, and not many people have that, so it would be hard to pull off practically. But if something does line up, maybe I could. Oh, I tipped it off. I do really like this sound. There we go. Oh, fire the fire fruits. Mega Bully. Oh, okay. We had to make sure. It'll break, and I don't want that. I just want to kind of... It doesn't angle up. It's so annoying. But I'll still get you. There we go. I like big beams. I can't lie. Should we hit him with water fire? Oh, my water went away. What would you like? Kind of some odd combo. How about we just blow you away? The goodbye stick. I love a good goodbye. Oh, nothing angles the way I wanted to ever. Well, that's nice. Now we'll go see the Zelda stuff. Hi, birds. I thought you were things to pick up. I guess I could pick up a bird if I was careful. I'm not careful. Okay, Zelda. Your note. See, there's the bridge at Elden that we lured in Breath of the Wild, so I want to see if there's something cool. There we go.
It was not long ago that lava was frequently and fiercely erupting from Death Mountain. These days, the mountain seems to have quieted, though. I've heard stories that ancient Gorons built dwellings far down in the depths of the mountain. I wonder if this is similar to how the mountain looked back then.
Ah. All of our research pointing at, like, observations of the depths, because the depths are fully sealed in this age, but... yeah, it's cool if the Gorons... I mean, it makes the most sense for the Gorons to have stuff in the depths, because they are, you know, go mining and stuff, and probably would forge, like, tunnels down there and use the giant open space that they discovered, you know? So out of all races to have, like, a depths area, it makes sense that it's for Gorons. What the hell? Oh. Hi, friend. But yeah, I dig that, though. It makes the most sense for the Gorons, so, like, everything feels purposeful in that way. Oh, wee! Oh, that was so much. They're not the best cannonballs. They're just attacks. Spin. Oh my god, yeah, another one. Just spin on them, wait. Oh, or that too. You know what? That was a satisfying clobber. We'll turn that off. I think it's like turning it off when we're not doing stuff and then turning it back on. But that's a funny way to just finish. You go like that, spin, do a little damage. That does like 5 damage, so it's like not gonna be your craziest kill. It'll be a fun one. How many throws to the center of an ore? 2. Not bad. I kind of want to get those Koroks though, which are our first Koroks to eat. Probably on top of there. I would have missed that personally. But yeah, this actually tracks in real time, which is really cool. And I like things like this. Where would have you been? Like a balloon here? Oh, flower trails. That's, you know, yeah, bridges tend to have them, so. And I do love how, like, if you have 3D audio, you can hear where they're gonna be. Or that time, just visual. Yay. Looks kind of scrumptious to me. Cooked. Just an oof. That's all you got. Cook. It's funny how they're actually fireproof though. Like in the volcanic areas, not a sweat. That's never explained. Is that? I remember like, trying to think of other species. When Cass is here in Breath of the Wild, I think he mentions that he drank a fireproof potion. But these guys, I don't know. If a Korok's job is to spread, you know, spread force everywhere, they're kind of in the wrong zone. Let's go to that Korok. Now, we could take the vehicle to that backpack one nearby. I want to cook the meat. Me cook. Yay! Oh, big bird. Yum yum. Someone who forgets to cook a lot, this is a blessing. I'll say it. This is like low. I'm just trying to use up the little things. I could go to my item bank to get some actually proper weapons. I probably should. I'm just kind of warming up. You know what? Maybe looking at the pattern. It's cube. They're all cubes. This pattern you could argue is similar to the Breath of the Wild ones, but you're not matching. You're just, you know, I should actually be smart about this. Like that. I'm great at these. Oh, it's stuck. Only I would get it stuck. Oh wait, no, yeah, it should go out like, oh, I see. That was greatly overthought on my part. Yeah, shape. It's like a circle, but like a Minecraft circle. It's all like block. You know, it's like kind of. If you had to make a circle on a 5x5 grid, that's how you would do it. That's literally my thought process, and that's probably why I failed the puzzle, because I thought of it as a circle. Oops. Where did my build go? It's probably still alive because the bright. Yep, the bright bloom helps with the range, so I could do stuff kind of nearby. If I had a dragon part in it, I could go soaring distances away, and it'll be fine. But first, I help a friend in need. Also, I should cook one of the dishes that uses raw whole bird. A Thanksgiving roast. Ah, that'll definitely fail. But this might actually cook. Might's being the key word. Hi. I traumatized him. He sees green and dark green. I'll take a free meal. That's kind of on him. My strategy was perfect. Sometimes it breaks apart my entire build when I do that, so I get very nervous. Oh, yeah, that's staying. Why is that actually staying afloat? That scares me. Okay. It needs to be in like a little cubby. A place to call home. This sucks. Okay, one metal bar can change its life. It gave him a concussion. That changed his life. So I can't explain this one, but I can make it work. There was no wiggle room. I see glue. It's just in a mess of glue. And okay, the sucky thing about that is that we're trying to be creative. If we want to win, we can just use a hoverstone, but I'm trying to be fun and whimsical with the build that I have. So you know what? That's a gotta stay. There's nowhere for it to go. I don't see anywhere. You are barred up. There's like a little crack, but I can't even see it. My bad. You could just hoverstone every single one in the game. But I have a build, right? So I want you to be useful. Like multi-tool. Okay. So don't do the same thing. Just make a different mistake. Mistakes are okay as long as it's a different mistake every time. Okay, do you see the issue? I would fail this right now. Because I'm ignoring the forward direction. Oh, that looked very close, but it wasn't. Oh, that's... You're not going to slide that way. You're not going to slide that way. I believe in you. It stopped for a second. You were fine for a second there. Okay, we made a different mistake, so it's not insanity. It is a learning experience. This one is literally insane, though. I'm just like... You suck. You're awful. So... It's not sliding that way. I'm just making a junk build. I thought this would just be fine by itself. But we can't have nice things, can we? Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Can you slide left to right? Maybe. But you're gonna be nice to me. Yeah? You're on your own if this fails. Stay, stay, stay. Yes! What? You were like okay with that? You were so okay with that. You let me talk to you. What is this guy's deal? You're not getting a raise. Your boss doesn't care about you that much. Just count it done. It's gonna be insanity hour. Like, there we go. We're failing in different ways, so it's fine. You can't. You just can't possibly move from that. You can't. See, you can't move from that. Even if it falls forward, it's not going to fall forward enough. It's slightly turning. It's slightly turning. Never seen him say he's standing then unforgivable. I know. I just want to use my build. And the sucky thing about all this is that, like... This shouldn't work. I want this not to work. To make my other efforts not feel in vain. No. Yeah. We're not cheaping out. But it sucks that hoverstone works for every single one. Because it's like... It's void of creativity. Like, why did that work so well? It shouldn't have. No, we're doing this my way. Because, yeah. All my efforts deserve not to be in vain. So one more good one will fix it permanently. But hey, you can emulate that strat, which is with a single piece, right? You just go like that. Boom. And then watch this. I think I got them on. This sucks. This sucks. Why did it do that? Without the fan, the vehicle's toast now. So now it's literally just a doormat. Why? I hate you so much. Oh, that wasn't in the right part. Imagine if this works. I blame you, Nobo. What? It's literally in place. It's literally in place. It turned a little bit one way and then back, and then like, nope. Yep, that's how I left it. Imagine if this does it. Would this still qualify using my build for it? Didn't say it right away. 3D spatial puzzles. Just, yeah. I need my space away from this for a bit after it. Wait, what if we did? Wait, watch this. Oh, that's not going anywhere. No. That's not allowed to work. I used so many parts before. Well, at least the broken build did something, because that's the part that's springing up. So there's beauty in that. I need more. More. I deserve more. That was a handful. You know what? Whatever. We're leaving this area. I think I had enough for now. I think we'll go, okay, we got a Zelda note, which is cool. There's a little lore thing there. I like all these little lore segments. They're kind of cool. I want to go maybe some Korok Force or some Typhlo Ruins lore we could look at. That could be kind of fun. I know this involves like puzzles regarding the champion or sage abilities. Yeah, but we'll get her thing. We'll do what we can there, and then we'll get the tower. Some fun stuff all around. Not Addison stuff where we might use our friend the Hoverstone. So I think that's a nice friend to us. Hello, friends. There's that Korok guy. I can pull it up. There's nothing closer. There's a Korok though. And if I want to ramp around, how about... Wait, small wheel stuff. Let's look at inventions. Oh, the Rumble Breaker. I love my Rumble Breaker. Where are you? There you are. Such a confident vehicle. Very efficient. Very awesome. I have small wheels, right? I better have small wheels of all things. Oh. And a suspension. Receive that from Zelda Notes. What am I missing? Oh, the apple. I have an apple headlight. So I don't want to make the auto build, or like, I had to tweak it and then put an apple on it to like save the build that way. So this one is apple powered. Rumble Breaker. And yeah, with the Amiibo now. It's a very fun one. The car will go off. First, I'm gonna look for that Korok. Let me pull up my little navigation again. I think it was broken. I was just like, nope. Okay. It's up this little hill. You can't get me. Oh, it's on the geoglyph. That's right. Every geoglyph has one Korok. Which means we'll find it when we're in the air. That's like the point of them. Bye-bye. Fire dog. Fired. And we can... Oh yeah, you're down. It's just the fire itself that burns them. Oh, wait. Axe. Hi. Parry kill. Water. Double hit. Yeah, whatever. Late clobbering is good clobbering. Oh, my bad. Parry kill. I love that you can parry kill so many things. It's quite delicious. Oh. And in a sense, I can also parry kill these guys. In a sense. Let's see if I got the sauce. There we go. Parry kill. I basically... Oh. Bite of that. Fire arrow. Or not. Let's see. How do I replicate that? I go to one of these shields. I put on a damaging attachment. It could really be any. I like fire ones a lot because then it's like a multi-tool. As we have like no more fire ones. That's cool. Whatever. We'll just use a tool one. Pikmin shield. And as long as you you have to start the parry animation and then drop whatever you want. There we go. Because you're basically parrying into the object that you're dropping. Also, there's a very funny shield. I never made this one. It's just sticking out. That's fine. I'm an amazing pilot. The reason why the Typhal Ruins puzzles are hard is because I never stand on the clearly marked spot. I guess that makes sense. It's very like position based. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember how to do them. It was like my first playthrough when I did them, and that was years ago. So we'll rediscover. You know, I can drift in this thing, but I keep forgetting. Hitting. And do a little drift around. There we go. You do a half moon motion, get a drift. Oh, I burned all the fishies. That's a full Thanksgiving feast. Oh no! I burned it! Get the fire in there. And ragdoll. Anything can ragdoll if you shatter it. What's like a fun way out of this? Radius. I love that. You get the extra damage too with the mask on, so. I need like something to really punish. This is a good punisher. Fire and water. It still fires. There we go. And one more. Just me. Oh, you got the bat. You're going for one, but got the other. I'd say that's a good combo. Oh, I hope my thing didn't despawn. My bad. I ran 2 seconds away from my car. Did it despawn? I didn't put a bright bloom on it. That's my bad. Oh boy. It's not the most expensive build, but... What? Why is the despawn radius so awful? Like, it should still assume that's your car, and... You know, not everyone knows to talk to, you know, put a bright bloom on it. Because for any casual player, that'll make no sense. I think we lost our car. My car. Yay, I guess. Okay. When in doubt, rocket it out. Damn, that sucks. Well, I see some constructs, and I like construct parts. So how do we do this? I see a bunch of mud nearby, but we won't be able to loot them if we hit them in mud. But I also see opportunity with whatever's in our item bank, because I need things. Let's go item sharing. Yeah, I know I have a decent sized bank. What should I take? Weapons. Ooh, I like a lot of stuff. I love this thing. Or wait. Let's send that to game. And Zelda notes, item receive. There we go. That's a cool one. So this one you get... Wait, let me switch to that. Spin attacks. Oops. You can do spin attack into a parry if you choose to. That already failed. Oh, not, like someone got him there. Oh, they're baby guys. Okay. I thought this fight would burn a little harder. Didn't roll. Oh my god. I need a spikes. Why are you so high up, my friend? Wait a second. He's insanely high up. You know what? Maybe I'll worry about him later. Like, you're surrounded. I'm surrounded. Was it really that low? I guess so. What's my death counter? My death counter is not updated properly this run. 1 second. Whatever the description says, plus... I think I'm at like 58 or something. So my death counter is not updated. And they changed all the UI. 1 second for YouTube. Yeah, I have all this stuff in the description. It's been a while since we did the playthrough. I'm at 58 deaths. Okay, so this death counter reflected a different run. 1 second. That'll be our 59th. Let me put that on screen properly. There we go. Just for now. Okay, we still have our weapon. It was like, yeah, it was like right here. Okay. Nothing of value was lost. But you know what? We'll go nice and bright. I need more stamina, I think. He zapped the conductive metal. It didn't hit me, it hit the metal, and that literally killed everything in radius. That's nuts. I dodged, but not everything. Also, I definitely need more stamina. That's... Spin attacks are gonna be a little hard. There we go. Oh, don't like that. It still just kills regardless. Even we blocked it with the shield. Okay, same thing, but we'll go faster. I almost got that parry. Almost. Also, yeah, welcome to everyone tuning in. We're getting some Zelda note stuff. We'll get the next one at Typhoon Ruins. Whoa! It wasn't even after me. That was Yunobo's fault. They're after Yunobo. I was just in the crossfire. You guys had beef. Go on, beef. It's your area. Also, is the Guardian Amiibo worth buying? If it's still the same price, I would say yes. I mean, the Guardian Amiibo was expensive when it first came out. It was like $20 compared to like the $16 Amiibos. But now Amiibos are like $30 starting, so it's like, yeah, it's a pretty good value. And that was a good value for me. Okay, look, you don't just die once. That's a thing. So finite plan. We kill the shock one that's just been murdering us. We just kill all the little guys, and then we just handle the bigs. There we go. We get a double hit because one hits the ground. That happened so... I thought he was still fusing the shock thing. Was it the other one that killed me? Because I saw him still fusing that emitter. Did I hit the emitter? Oh, that failed. Okay, and that did like less damage. Just don't take my sword. That's a really good sword. That works. Okay. There we go. No! It was so fast! I forget how fast these guys are. It's not fair. Also, I just genuinely need more stamina because the goal is to keep spinning and then parry out of the spin. Because you can do that with the shield two-handed weapons. But my stamina sucks. So maybe it's a sign to do shrines too. Okay, I'll get all the death loop. 1, 2. I don't know what's happening every time there, but now I have the taser. Oh, and now I keep tasing myself. There. Oh my god. Whoa, whoa, wait, what? If you have the water... Did I see that right? If you create a water shield with Sidon and get hit with the shock attack, it like deflects the shock into the enemy? Okay, so this happened. I never knew about this interaction. Wait a second. Yeah, literally the entire shock attack, not only did I get protected from it, it absorbed back into him. I had no idea about that. It makes total sense, but that's like totally cool. Okay, this fight we have to win then. Obligation. Yeah, I guess rather take that part. You lose your shock. Oh, okay. Lose that attack. Come on. I'll let them bully a little bit. Just go after me. I'm taking out the little parts. I think you're doing less damage with that. Dude, come on, I'm trying to parry. There we go. Do we have like a good... Yeah, freezing is the best for this. Okay, I just kind of want to do something like that. I want one good combo on him. We'll still try the parry stuff in a second, because it is fun to pull off. It's just very hard to pull off. There's a give and take. Okay, but now we have what we want. I'm going to go... navigate to... Oh, there's a backpack Korok behind me. AKA lunch. Is it on top of the camp, maybe? That could be kind of fun. Also, in terms of other Zelda runs, yeah, we did just do Twilight Princess recently. It was my first time doing hero mode, which was a lot of fun. I think next on our classic Zelda replay list is Skyward Sword, though. I haven't played that in a while. I think a lot of the combat translates well to the modern stuff. Because it's the first game you could like actually do a lot with like parrying. Which parrying was kind of in Twilight Princess, but not to the extent of Skyward Sword. So it integrates that element well. The directional sword combat's really fun. Sometime next year we'll do that. And I haven't done it fully on hero mode before, so that could be nice. I think Ocarina is cool too. The combat's very like, you know, you're just waiting for an enemy window to open up and then you're hitting. It's simplistic, but it's pretty fun with like the jump attacks and spin attacks. There's always that basic Zelda combat loop of like, yeah, you kind of hop around enemy. You can doing the quick spins on good open windows is always a fun thing. You can do it in this game. I like quick spins a lot. They're in like every Zelda game. It's always awesome. Okay, so this is kind of out of the way. But what if we sled? Or better yet, what if we go actually crazy? Kind of want to go actually crazy. It'll use a decent bit of parts, that's fine. Let's go crazy. Oh, that Korok is... yeah. Whoops. They're already rolling to the objective. Stop. What? I definitely caught you in time. Do I even need to build anything? Oh my god, the Korok's just going. I don't think I have to build anything, guys. Goodbye to the parts. But this is nuts. What the hell? You really just are auto-completing it. Oh, there's my wheel. Okay. A little bit faster, I guess. Whee. I'm your escort for the evening. Let's go back and forth. I can't even see him. Yeah? You kind of did it yourself. I don't know. I'm proud of you, though. Look at this plump Korok. Make a good meal. That's insane. It's gonna need like 10 seconds of hand time, and that's about it. That was all you, buddy. You know what? You should be proud of that one. You're reunited by your own tuition. Yay! Cart. Here's the thing you could have actually practically used, but we chose the whimsical route. The Korok run. Roll. Also, according to my map, we kind of missed a shrine. I think it was in a cave, that's why. We're taking a funny route. I think it's because we're gonna start here, where all the Koroks are in the forest. And then we'll get that Zelda note, and it'll be awesome. I like awesome things. Hello, Fox. Oh, and then, yep, get a low that time. There we go. And friends. Oh. I don't know where you are or why you are, but bye-bye to you. Big water wave. I'll just do that. And I love going on with the loop. That just demolishes in this game. It's so good. Silver's not a... Thank you for stopping. They're so generous today. Oh, yeah, before that even connects. And that's why I love you, Novo. General World Rock Breaker. So much utility. And he's a big shield, too. It's like kind of all around awesome. Here, do you want like a stick? Yeah, just bully for no reason. Like, honestly, no reason. Okay. We did good. We did really good. We're still wet from Sidon. Okay. Carry the flame. Or you can just do that. Oh, wow. Ah, delicious cooked apple. Go great with Koroks. See? I love the faces on these camps. Underrated detail. Bullseye. Actually topples. You know, I kind of want to get up with this. I should be able to. should be the keyword. Fruits. I found their fruit stash. I wonder if I can do a super jump. Wait. This might be risky, but actually, I don't know if I should do this. Let's save. I feel not the best about this. There we go. Control jump and... Okay, so I was right. I was right to save there. I generally thought because the shield was down, it would have covered the other explosion. But okay, rule of thumb, you just don't let it explode under you. Okay. The only explosion can be the one attached to your shield. Good to know. Oh, we duplicated the bomb. That's something. Whee. All that for a drop of fun. And then if I want to get a little height, I could pepper strat. Oh, I lost my flame attachment. Damn it. Could trek down Dinrail as I'm kind of staying in the region. Because once I get that tower, I can easily get him again. So yeah, I noticed a conversation in chat about the storyline for these games, and I really do love Tears of the Kingdom story, just only the main story. I don't like the dungeon storytelling that much. I think it's very redundant. But I think the whole like backstory with like, you know, the contrast of Rauru and Ganondorf being the two kings, Zelda's whole adventure in the past, and kind of how it's the journey and like the growing up that she always yearned for. I think it's even better cemented in Age of Imprisonment, where it's more focused that like Rauru and Zonia felt like a better family dynamic to Zelda, like mother and father figure, than what she had. Because she lost her mother at a young age and didn't have the best relationship with her father. But I love the way that she kind of is able to act more true to herself around like Rauru and Zonia. And that dynamic is just explored very well and embellished even in the new cutscenes with Age of Imprisonment. So I do love that a lot. And then, yeah, I guess the whole story being a story about like resolve, I thought was really cool, because resolve is a big theme across both these games. It's, you know, obviously the lengths that Link went through to survive off all the Guardians to, you know, help Zelda on her mission, which Zelda took inspiration through that resolve by, you know, battling Ganondorf for basically 100 years spiritually. So just to wait for Link to finally, you know, put an end to that. And then the whole resolve of like dragonification in Tears of the Kingdom, and you know, some people want to say the theme is sacrifice, but I think it was more so just the ability to go through with that sacrifice for the greater good, which Rauru has to do, Zelda has to do. It's like the means people put themselves through to see something through to an end. And I think that theme is explored very well throughout both these games, but especially through Tears. So that's why I really like the storytelling. It's very good. Yeah, just not Tears of the Kingdom dungeon segments. They're pretty repetitive, but like fun on a gameplay standpoint though. But yeah, I love the characters though. And hi. Okay, Korok here. I wasn't even noticing what was where really, but it's cool to actually explore this like in the light. Not all dark again. Problem is, can I do this? Oh, wait, I think I see it this time. Record speed. Record speed. We're actually good this time. Yay. Thank you for that. Yeah. Age of Imprisoment's very peak though. Yeah, I think they did a good job of adding like new details to it, while not trampling on the lore of this game. So for a more like true to experience kind of, or more of a faithful title rather, I think it was really good. Where Age of Calamity was more of like a fun fan fiction, and I like that too. So some people hate on it for that, but it's like, you know what, Breath of the Wild's backstory was a lot more bitter and you know, depressing and nihilistic and stuff, and it serves as a really great backdrop for Breath of the Wild. But I think for a fun hack and slash game, you know, letting the game resolve in a more, even like fan fanfiction in the ending that was just more fun to play, I think it was more important. I think just having a game just resolve in nihilism, just the final boss would have just been you dying to Guardians, like, you know, like, from a gameplay perspective, I appreciate the liberties he took with Age of Calamity, but Tears is cool because, well, we know the ending of Age of Imprisonment if you play Tears of the Kingdom, and it's a cool ending. It's a cool boss fight. And you actually gotta play it out. You just know how it's gonna end with Rauru, but it feels cool going through that because it's very hopeful. There's a lot of hope and there's a lot of build up, and you still did everything you could. In a way, you still kind of win. It just, you know, you delay the inevitable kind of thing for Link to take care of. So, because of how each of the backstories ends, I understand why Breath of the Wild was the way it was for Age of Calamity, and I understand why Age of Imprisonment could be more true to faith while still being a fun experience. So, I really like it all. I think I can just easily rock it up. That was the initial intention, but it's like, oh yeah, that settles it. I think that's kind of the point. Get sticked. For one, how about we do this? Well, that didn't work the way I wanted to. Just distract them. That's fine. That should get us to the top, though. I guess for this, probably do it away from the threat. Or should I, like, deactivate and then, like, smush the other guy? Yay! Sandwich. Wait, what if I attach them both? Oh, I'm trying to. Oh, whoa, it rises. Interesting. Boing. I like how it springs up though. Boing. What about this? What do we attach it? Oh. Give me a second. I have a plan. I'm trying to like attach the rocket to it as we go. Or how about this? And then we attach, yep, and then we attach the rocket because now we have like lever to do so. And then we just shoot it to make it fly with the guy, yes! And it worked. That's kind of great. As long as something's attached properly, I can just spam the A button on it with Ultraran to just keep attaching other adjacent things. And the rockets were on this platform, so because I got the first one, I was able to spam A to get the other rockets on, and then just shoot it with an arrow to activate those rockets. That was a fun little loop. And I get my charge. That was awesome. How in Hyrule? This is Hyrule. Cool. We might as well get the tower. But I do want to get the Zelda memory though. Yeah, maybe we'll do that first. Because all the Koroks are like clumped here and like, couldn't hurt, right? Yeah, couldn't hurt. Yeah, it's kind of like the entrance. Oh no, it's specifically this owl statue? Are we not right on it? Oh no, it's gonna be like the grand spread. Ooh. Let's see what the runes are about.
Typhlo Ruins was once covered in darkness. Perhaps it disappeared along with the shrine and the trial. Regardless, these large ruins were almost certainly unexplored thanks to that darkness. With it gone, dedicated research of this site can begin in earnest.
Okay. There's really nothing about the site, but it is saying that all the darkness was more of a Sheikah doing. It was tied to the trial. So it's possibly suggesting that, like, it wasn't the upheaval that removed the darkness. It was just, like, everything was tied to the shrine. So when the Sheikah disappeared, probably the darkness disappeared. So maybe it's somewhere that they explored even before the upheaval. Which makes sense. It's giving more insight to the sages that would come. It's very interesting that Sheikah history is somewhat implanted over the Zonai stuff. And it's wild that there's a whole Sheikah conflict between, you know, the founding of Hyrule with, you know, Rauru and everyone, and this. So, I find that neat. Also, what were the puzzles we had to do here? I didn't get a quest yet. I didn't. I'm supposed to get a quest for the Typhlo Ruins, right? I just don't know where that quest is. But I don't think I can do anything until I have all 4 sages anyways. So I should visit the giant tree stump for Calamo. See, it sucks because it's like, apparently that's Calamo, but it's like, Zelda Notes mentions there being a spear there, because Calamo had a spear, but you can never see it in game. So it's kind of like, oh. Yeah, okay. I remember these are the sites that we're supposed to do, but I don't have the, I don't remember where you get the mission to do the quests here. So in the meantime, I think I'm just gonna do that later then, because I don't know what the quests are. Is this something I get here? I don't remember. It's a great point. I'll just get Koroks in the meantime and then take the tower up. Okay, that's got to be on that silly rock. Oh yeah, and wait a second. We have an awesome tool for this. Maybe it doesn't work on mud. Does it have to be water for that, or? Yeah, it has to be water. Okay, my bad. So if you don't have Cryonis, what's like the best way? Probably just taking the tree. That's fine. I did my best. Right, this is the main entrance to the area. Oh, it's probably in the tree. Oh no, it's just, okay. When the gray rock's on the gray thing, I'm supposed to remember that it's a Korok. Whoops. Haha, bullying. 2 for good measure. I need stronger teeth. I need to eat them. Oh, look at that. It's like a little bridge leading to that Korok. That's cute. It was like so evident and then it got obscured. But I get it. I got the message. And a backpack one, but that'll take us kind of further out. Oh yeah, we could scout out the geoglyph with the tower. That's one thing I like about this game is like, you know, since it's obviously a lot more gameplay heavy and a lot more collectibles, I like that there's patterns for the collectibles. And there is Korok patterns, even more so than Breath of the Wild. So every geoglyph has exactly 1 Korok, no more, no less. And when you're finding the tier for the geoglyph, it's also implied that you can look for the 1 Korok too. It's usually like a rock in like a set place. So I like that. It's always like an extra thing to do, and once you pick up on the pattern, you know what to look for. It's like how every Skull Camp has a Korok right up top. Every bell in the game you can ring for a Korok. It's cool stuff like that I really appreciate. Also, there's another Korok there. Sue me. It's fine. Also, yeah, a lot of people did think Calamo would be the Great Deku Tree, but I think he is a Great Deku Tree. I think that's the point. Beautiful. Age of Imprisonment's like a fun game. I guess the whole rundown on it is like, I enjoyed it for like a single playthrough. I think it would get very repetitive if you're trying to like 100% it and stuff. It's one of those games where I was mostly in it for the story, and if you're not trying to spend the whole $70 on it because, you know, for just the main story, it's probably not fully worth $70. You probably just could look up the cutscene compilation on YouTube It has a similar effect, because not everyone likes the hack and slash type gameplay, so I don't blame that. The storyline is basically just a very embellished version of what we get in the Tears cutscenes. So if you're not a big fan of like hack and slash games, and also maybe turned off by $70, because I don't think the game was fully worth $70, to be honest. I think Nintendo is very upcharged for things. Like this game, for sure, 100%. It's worth 100 to me, honestly. But like, yeah, $70 for just like an embellished story of Tears of the Kingdom with, you know, gameplay that maybe might not be everyone's a cup of tea. It was mine for like a playthrough, but it's not a game I would like keep replaying kind of thing, like how I do with this. You can get a very similar experience by just either watching someone play it, we have a playthrough of it, or like watching a cutscene compilation. The story embellishments are really good. And the new stuff with Calamo and the construct, I really like. And it does it tastefully, without like trampling on this game's lore. Yeah, few good takeaways, but I do like how it kind of reinforces some big Zelda lore things. Because Calamo is like a Great Deku Tree, or becomes one, but it's implied that it's like not every Great Deku Tree is the same. Because obviously the Zelda series expands through eons, and just like other trees in forest, one forest might eventually burn down, but another tree is planted, and even the location of Great Deku Trees would change. It's why there's multiple different temples of time on here. Why the Hyrule Castle is here and not on the Great Plateau, like where the founding of Hyrule was. So there's lots of things like that, but it helps kind of reinforce the fact that even though Tears of the Kingdom establishes the start of Hyrule, it doesn't mean it's like the very first time Hyrule's created. It could be a whole resurgence where Hyrule's a kingdom that was, you know, existed, it eventually got torn down and then rediscovered and rebuilt again. It's the whole Ouroboros thing, which is like the whole imagery logo of Tears of the Kingdom. You know, things can get torn down, rebuilt. Things are legends. There's never exact clear history to things. Things can be muddled, and that's fine. So I think Tears of the Kingdom tells like a later refounding of Hyrule, basically. And like a recoming of Ganondorf and a lot of themes. I think the only thing that stayed is that the Master Sword's still the same Master Sword from like Skyward Sword. But it's cool that way. Okay, we're gonna do some funny sillies, I think. What sort of funny sillies? Bombs? You don't work as a bomb, do you? Ow. That hurt. Oh yeah, I had the candlestick. And what we do is we go... You know, Bo's blocking everything. There we go. Oh, that did not work. Not the way I wanted it to, sadly. I might turn you guys off because I'm sorry. Me trying to do cool stuff. Can I not? Oh, I shot them all down. Bye-bye. Usually that kind of sells the score. Okay, and then I go... I'm trying to get my multi-strat to work here. There we go. Not a lot of health to do it, but you can just keep moving it into the thorn weapon to multi-hit. We'll have to do it to a higher health one, so you can actually see the coolness and not just a fraction of it. But how do I get this back up? Oh, rocket thingy. Works for me. Oh yeah, above the ancient tree stump is the Giant's Forest, which, yeah, could also be implied that was named after a giant tree instead of just the Hinox. So, A dual meaning of sorts, maybe. Okay. It's like perfectly positioned to do the exact puzzle the exact way. You know what? We all make mistakes sometimes. There's an easy way to undo this mistake. Oh. So the rock should be back. Yes. Okay. So we lost our rockets, right? Oh, hello. Remember, enemies only respawn on blood moons. Constructs kind of have their own timer for respawning. But world objects respawn on reloads. So those rockets will be lost until we reload the world. I don't want to lose those rockets. That's kind of integral. So now that the world is reloaded, because I saved and reloaded, we should be able to do that again. And yep, it's right there. So next time we'll, you know, fuse it onto it. There we go. And then this should stay. Probably just, I think they purposely position it so you will get the rocket. Any of these like setup puzzles like this, yeah. They perfectly position islands to compensate for the weight of the rock, the platform, and what the two rockets can do. Very careful level design. But also, it's like you can take advantage of that sometimes. It's like a lot of the sky islands that are like close enough together, they purposely make possible with even just one wheel of stamina for like gliding. So a lot of like the glidable ones, they purposely make like, as long as you have, well, you're always gonna have one wheel stamina, you can pretty much do everyone just barely, besides like the far stuff, obviously. Like stuff you're not intended to glide through. But it's like a cool way of like, you know, not locking you out of certain things. But if you notice, it's like, yeah, you kind of play into that. And I do that a lot in challenge runs. Where I'm like, hey, even though I have one stamina, I know I can do that challenge as long as it's intended to do paraglider. Even if it's meant to be a late game challenge, because, you know, they have to assume maybe the player is only upgrading hearts and not stamina. So they can't put things too far out of reach. So, specific exceptions. Like, in the winter areas, they're going to assume you have a Tulin for the gusts, but yeah, still cool to keep in mind. Some Yigas are Evermeans. Not all Evermeans are Yiga. It's a clever disguise. It's like their Halloween costume. Some days I want to be a tree. So I get it. Ooh. Clink. Very hard shrines just there. Nice thing about the Sky Island though, most of these have exactly one Korok. That's also a pattern. Yep. Most little archipelagos, it's like one Korok. Usually to the side. It's in like the side of something. It's you have to grapple onto it. I think in our case we have to launch to it. That's probably one of those. And then we'll use this vantage point to go look at the geoglyph, I think. So, be a fun little loop around. We'll do things. Things are fun. This has been a lot of fun playing again, though. It's been like so long. We did a lot of the Zelda Notes playthrough, like with the, you know, the setup back when it came out in like May, I think. But yeah, then later that summer I moved and my setup moved, and honestly, I think I only played Tears like once since then, and it was to do a challenge run. But I think it's just also one of those things where like my passions were kind of like a bit more over the place. We did some Twilight Princess streams. I was just really busy personally. But to like take occasional space away from adventures like this, I think is fine. But it makes it cooler when I play it again. So it's like that space ratio. I'm a fan. I don't even know what's here. I could look it up, but I might as well just like unlock it, you know? It feels like I didn't miss a beat in some ways. I'm just like, yep, playing Tears again. I love tears. I don't love this part though. Where's my items? We'll need more depth for more Zonite parts. Oh. What do you mean that was my first shock emitter capsule? I guess so. Yeah. Well, some of my builds use it, so I think that's fine. Yeah. Not really stuff we need besides the shock. But like in little quantities, everything. Besides like lights. Lights are there to fill your inventory. That's it. That's gotta be a Korok Island. Wow. Probably could have moved it better, but... Whoa! The sky is beautiful. Also, I'm just digging this outfit. You know, you get a little glide buff, you get a little Zonite energy buff, and stronger Amiibo attacks. I'd call that a win. I really want a fire part to put on my shield. Because then I can pepper. A Dinrail. Do I have any Dinrail parts? You know, I think I can use that too. Fire and water. Because I want to do a peppery kind of. Why didn't that work the way I was hoping? There we go. Birdies. Oh, hi, birds. Oh, my. Ah, they're loud. I need that as my alarm clock. Yay. Oh, pff. That was fancy, actually. Sorry, bird. That was cool. Golden apple. It's probably on the side of something. I love these gold skies, though. It makes me miss areas like the Great Sky Island. I need more, like, you know, yellow drenched sky islands. Whatever the wording is. Fall themed. This game is gorgeous. Oh, this isn't even the island with the Korok. Whoopsies. This is a cool area, though. You know, it's areas like this where it's like, there's nothing like 400%, so you can miss it, but it's just cool. It's like really cool. You get a good view. Oh, it's that island, okay. I'm gonna get him. That was close. Is that a seagull? You seagulls? Are you hawks? I guess we won't know now. But look at all this meat. It's on the thingy. The meat platform. Happy Thanksgiving. That sucked. I guess I jumped funny. I guess you're not supposed to jump. You're not supposed to jump. Okay. It's like trying to get extra height. Let's be normal. Get Oh, that was so close. I'm just mean today. Make the apples fall just through impact. How much health does you have, apple? That was a lot of apples. There's a lot of apples on this tree. It's not taking durability, though. Blue sparks mean no durability. Typically. Good way to gauge it. There's so many like tech things to pick up on it, but it really does enhance your experience. Because you can lean into that. Also, they are seagulls. You have to photograph from the compendium. That makes sense. I didn't think I got the camera. I'm not focusing on compendium this playthrough. My first Tears playthrough was so thorough. And I love playing it that way. We literally 100% in the first playthrough. I was like filling a compendium as we went. But it's so thorough on the fact where it's just like, yeah, I can't do that easily like for every playthrough because I was just really indulging into it. But I wouldn't have had it any other way. Now for this, I'm just like, I'm not doing the whole photography thing again. I'll just buy the pictures. I think that's fine. Because I want to focus on like new Zelda notes things and like item transfer and Autobuild stuff and the little new notes. So I think having different priorities is good. I'm wasting a lot of stuff. Okay, now geoglyph. Through the clouds. Geoglyph should be here. There we go. On the sword. Okay, so that's a tier. And now we're looking for like a rock. It's one per geoglyph. It's a nice pattern. Oh, it might be at the base actually. The rock does spawn in from kind of far because they want you to see the rock. Huh. Maybe I lied about the far part. Well, with this, at least you can like fly up it, you know? Oh yeah, that's a really blending in rock. So yeah, that would make sense because you're going up the structure. Yeah, didn't even make a noise, just so offset. I like the way it like glows. It's etched permanently into the terrain of this rock. But it's alive. The memories are alive. It's a cool detail. Oh, I forgot you get the special music here too. Should we get the Tiara of the Kingdom? I forgot what cutscene this is, but I guess we'll see what cutscene it is. Most of the cutscenes just like straight up in Age of Imprisonment because it follows them so closely. So like play the cutscene, but then like it'll be an extended version of it. I don't know about this one though. It's so good. Oh yeah, this is the one that happens. These ones aren't in Age of Imprisonment because
managed to restrain him somehow.
The game ends with the Rauru fight.
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
The theme of resolve is very strong. She has to make a very similar sacrifice to Rauru. Sacrificing a physical form to help the future. Because Rauru put his trust in Zelda because of what Zelda said about Link. And Zelda's kind of doing what Rauru did. They're both making very responsible leader-esque choices. Communicating through time. So you bully at Link got in the future because Zelda gave it to him in the past.
Master Sword. How is the Master Sword? You're telling me that Link is safe?
Very
You
good.
traveled through time to find me and recover your strength.
I love that. There can only be one Master Sword.
Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
It's like the will of the sword has like a will of its own, you know?
here.
I love that.
Something only I can do. We will finally stop him.
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
So good.
I'll be forever changed.
Perfect.
Link! You must find me.
This game's story is beautiful. Oh my god. Okay. It's cool because that is such a good one to see after playing Age of Imprisonment, because the story stops before that. So, but I think it shows one thing is like the sword kind of has its own resolve, because it was kind of up to the sword and why it traveled back after Link completed the Great Sky Island, which, like, the sword having its own resolve very much is integrated with Age of Imprisonment, because in that game, as you know, part of the broken off Master Sword traveled back in time with Zelda, and that was kind of having its own will fighting in the war until it couldn't anymore, because everything with the construct sealing the bad construct. But that conflict ended, and then the rest of the sword got sent, and now it's up to the swordsman in the future to eventually get the sword again, but it has to be repaired through the ages. So I think, you know, Age of Imprisonment delving more down into like the sword's resolve and the theme of that is very important for the series, especially in a game where, you know, the cycle kind of recontinued with or started over with Tears, you know, a new founding of Hyrule with Rauru and everything. Everything in the past, you know, still existed in its own kind of eons back kind of state, as legends kind of. But the one thing that's constant is that the Master Sword is still the same Master Sword from like Skyward Sword, like from the very original founding of Hyrule and everything. Like the Hyrule before like the Zonai founded Hyrule, like this one. So I think still setting that up where the sword still bears its own resolve and still has its own significance throughout everything, no matter what Hyrule we're in or what, you know, legend basically. It's still so cool. Like, it really is. I like that. Age of Imprisonment gave that really unique angle to it and helped double down on that. And yeah, the whole story of like resolve, you know, even going to the Master Sword itself, but what Rauru did based on Zelda's wards, and what Zelda did based on Rauru's sacrifice. So it's such a great story. Like, whenever it comes to main story stuff, this game is done phenomenally. It probably is my favorite Zelda story, I think, for those major elements. There's certain games I like more for certain things, though. Like, recently when we were playing not Wind Waker, a Twilight Princess. Midna's whole character journey, I think, is phenomenal. That was the best part of the story, for sure. So, specifically, as like a character kind of study, especially in the first half of the game, Midna's kind of growth was phenomenal. So... And then I think just the overall feeling in Ocarina of Time is amazing. Ocarina of Time is a nostalgic game, but also nostalgia is a theme of the game. So I feel like the game just ages beautifully because of that. When the game's nostalgic, but nostalgia is one of the themes integral to the game. So back when people were playing it originally, it's like, yeah, it still invoked feelings of nostalgia, but I feel like it hits even differently now because of what it means to our culture, that game, and how the game is kind of a reflection both in its own interior theme and its exterior interpretation. It's really good. Like, I love Zelda games so much, so it's great. And yeah, even like Breath of the Wild, just great coming of age story for Zelda's, you know, own personal growth. I'm gonna do some shrines while we're just like chilling, because I could use some more stamina, honestly. Then we'll check out some more Zelda notes. Also, yeah, I feel like people are starting to appreciate once again. It's so nice to see, you know, because there was just a lot of just, I don't know, cynicism revolving around the games community, especially those first few months after it. As a Zelda fan, this is what we call the Zelda cycle. A new Zelda game comes out, and people, just mere months after release, they just start thinking about the one before it and how much better that one was before, because, oh, we had this thing and they didn't like this new stuff. And then the new one starts growing on people years later. It's not a new thing with Tears. I've been a Zelda fan my whole life, and it's always been this way. There's only been 2 games that have ever broken that mold. One I was too young for, but Ocarina of Time, because that just revolutionized, you know, the classic formula in a 3D space. And then Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild was mostly universally loved, and unlike other Zelda games, when Breath of the Wild came out, people didn't praise Skyward Sword more. But like in any other Zelda game, that's what happened. When Skyward Sword came out, people praised Twilight Princess more. When Twilight Princess came out, people praised Wind Waker more. When Wind Waker came out, people praised Majora's Mask more. Breath of the Wild broke that mold because everyone was just so in Breath of the Wild mode because it's so revolutionary. But we're getting again with Tears. Tears came out, everyone was like, oh, I like how Breath of the Wild did things more, which there is like valid takes in that, but it's like, it's more so done in a way to belittle the current game, which I don't like, because people sometimes like to be overcritical when they finish the game and let it digest, rather than try to understand what made it fun and enjoyable. You know, it's like letting that exist as a positive memory. So the cynicism sometimes is a bit too much. So that's why I'm happy people are mostly over that. Because Tears is awesome. Am I excited for the movie? I think from the shots we have, it looks really awesome. I don't know how it's going to translate as a movie, because I think Zelda always stands well as, you know, a story second kind of game. You're having an awesome adventure as a hero, but it's having a cool story as a backdrop. So to have more of a story as a main focus, it's like, I don't know how it's going to work, but it looks great. I think the castings are phenomenal. Just the whole look of the world's great. It's kind of got a nice mixture of theme where you have the that modern impressionism of Zelda. Ow. But I think the scope of the world still has that, like, that grandeur to it. Like, kind of like how Twilight Princess is just very, like, whoa. This guy attacks slower than his friends. There we go. Oh, yeah. This one's funny. It asks you to do a charge attack. There's a Breath of the Wild shrine like this, too. You know, you usually do that full charge, like, that. But you can also trigger it with the quick spin. There we go. It's like a little cheat around both this game's a combat shrine and Breath of the Wild's. Quick spins qualify as like a charge attack. Main issue is that Link's actor is taller than Zelda's. I didn't notice. Okay, bad movie. Can't watch. It's fine. I appreciate how the castings are like, not like well-known celebrities, you know? I don't want it to have like the Marvel effect. It's like, yeah. When I see people on screen, it's like, oh yeah, that person does a great job playing Link or Zelda, not Chris Pratt. So, I mean, whatever, like, Mario movie, it's like voice acting, so it's really gonna be more like, you know, adults picking up on the casting where a kid just sees Mario and Luigi. So, celebrity voice acting, I think, is more fine in cases like that. But for, like, live action, it's like, yeah, we... Sorry to admit, we don't need Tom Holland as Link, guys. Like, we didn't need that. And I'm glad that didn't happen, so... Like, yeah, I think we did good. I think it looks great just from the little shots. I'll definitely see it. It's like, what can they kind of owe the series? Oh, there's a memory here. Whoa.
Though the central square has lain in ruins for a long time, I can still recall the bustling activity of the castle town like it was yesterday. At the center of this space was the fountain, fed by an underground waterway, though I suppose that has run dry.
Ah. Underground waterway, meaning Royal Hidden Passage. Arguably like the coolest new area in this game. It's the best cave, and it's like one of the first ones I discovered. I wanted more caves like that. It's so good. Oh, I guess we can do some stuff here. Why not? There's Korok here. But no, it's implied it's a waterway, but it's also an escape route. It's kind of cool. But I think that's the biggest, like, wish I had for Breath of the Wild was even just a few shots that we saw of Castle Town, like, undestroyed. Like, before like the Guardians ransacked in those cutscenes. It just looked so awesome. I wish we could like explore through it in the Breath of the Wild style. Like we kind of got a glimpse with Age of Calamity, but it was more like, you know, structured as a backdrop for all the combat that happened there. But like, imagine like being in the style in a fully restored town. There's shops, there's innkeepers, there's fun people to talk to. Would have been the best thing in the world. I get why it's not a thing, but just fan hope.
A memorial. It is said that spirits who are weighed down with regret when they pass on sink deep beneath the ground and wander in search of light. I will place similar memorials at scenes of great loss and pray they will bring light to those wandering souls.
That's really cool. I like because underneath all these is the well, like those soldier ghost offering statues, specifically like the really big ones where there's like 3 like in a circle, are underneath all these memorials. So it has like a good like duality there, which the depths does that with so many different things. But I like that one a lot. Underneath every memorial is a bunch of soldiers trying to like, it's instead of just loose ones, it's actually ones that are like coming together. It's like they're, you know, coming to terms. That's how I always seen it. Because yeah, it's like what the memorial's trying to do is trying to guide them to see the light. And I feel like from a metaphoric standpoint, it's like if it's a bunch of lost souls together, they can help find the light by grouping up together, you know, and they like form together. But I don't know. It's just cool how it has that duality. I always saw it, so I like duality. It's cool, like when you take the weapons from the soldiers, you like fade away. It's like as if they have purpose that's allowed to be resolved. So I always like that, and it makes sense why there's so many regretful souls, because it's like the Great Calamity was so unfortunate, and most of these soldiers are implied to be ones that died in the Great Calamity. They just couldn't do anything. It was a hopeless time, similar to what Zelda felt. So you're still kind of helping those souls from that game, and that's how I always saw it as.
I have heard the castle gate is the product of Sheikah wisdom and Goron engineering. Father always said it would never fall, and he was technically correct. It is the only part of the castle that remains unblemished.
That's a good point. Everything is like destroyed, but this is a sturdy gate. I didn't really notice that, because yeah, Guardians would just crawl over it. It just goes to show the Guardians even saw it as too much of a hassle. They would just rather crawl over it than try to destroy it, even like its surrounding foundation. Good point. I love this game. Zelda Notes is such a cool feature, and there's still so many to see. It's kind of all cool to experience the notes in the moment. And now we're checking that out. I love Zelda games, guys. Did you know that? I feel like that's an underrated fact about me. But I think Zelda's pretty cool. Yay, we got so many today. And we'll get the next Korok. I do like seeing them like this. And there are other playthroughs before Zelda Notes existed. Oh, nice shot. We, before I would stream, I would go on like a online object map, and I would pin all the locations of Koroks, like later in a playthrough with leaves. Like I'd match it up 1-to-1 to like what was on my computer screen. And then when we would play, I would kind of like make a route depending on what areas of Koroks I would pin, and like do 100% stuff in that area, but like gradually get the Koroks. So we would like miss over a bunch because they're so missable, and we're always 100%ing back then. So, and this makes it easy because it updates in live time, and I don't have to do anything manually. It's so awesome. Oh. All right, we got a dive animation for this. Let's make this right. I definitely have stakes, right? I hope I have stakes. No! I don't have stakes. That's not gonna work. Because I can like stake shot and then like ride the shot back up. I don't think I can easily platform with anything else, sadly. In this game, you actually have to dive. But I guess the intention was that if I could do that, Huh, I expect one on... Oh yeah, there's one on the bridge in Breath of the Wild. This is a bit inefficient. I probably could have just, wait. Oh yeah, elevator, wait. Oh yeah, wait a second. Elevator? Yeah, not bad. That's a way to do it too. Smart. Oh, smart thinking. Damn it. Okay. We can do this again. That was a huge fall. Catch me, catch me, catch me, catch me, catch me. Thank you. What if I, wait, I have a strategy. Yeah, I can do it. That was close. Watch this. Little high jump. Oh no. It wasn't high enough. No. Watch this. Oh, yeah. Cool. Oh, hi. I really do need more stamina. Didn't see me at all. Monster control. Gloom spawn. Goodbye. I don't need that. Have you played Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition? I played the original for Wii U. Very fun. I think that's it. I know there's like a lot more stuff in each one they added. First the 3DS one, then the Wii U. But again, it's like hack and slash games aren't my favorite. They get pretty repetitive. I like more like nuanced gameplay where like you can learn like cool little stat things and do, you know, eventually build your skills with things like parrying and flurrying in this game, or building in Tears' case. There's a lot more like overall to it than just like hit combos, which does get a little repetitive for me because there's not as much like mental satisfaction of like, you know, growth potential and cool silly interactions. So not as big of a fan of games like that, but I have played all the Warrior games, at least main story. So Age of Imprisonment was like pretty much just main story for me. A Calamity and original Hyrule Warriors, I did main story and a little more. Because the first Warriors game was like very much like Zelda mashup kind of thing. I did a lot more of that because it was my first ever Warriors game, so just kind of, you know, getting into it. Because it doesn't have like, you know, a super amazing story, just very, you know, fan servicey. It's like all Zelda stuff. But it was fun because I never played anything like it at the time. There's like a light on me. You see that? It's like a little light beam. Feels like a sniper scope, like the glare, and I'm like, okay, this is it. What's going on? Why do I have a light on me? It's like the window, but there's no light going through the window. Whatever. Anyways, castle. That's bizarre. Oh, see, I did get Elden Ring. I was like halfway through. It just got too hard. I couldn't do it. I think I'm pretty good at Zelda, but I'm not like good at a lot of games. That's the thing. I'm good at Zelda because of how much I've played it, but I'm just naturally not a good person at games. It's just like Zelda's different because I put so many hours into it. So it's like an exception. In that case, I'm still pretty clumsy, but it's like, I can still lock in, so it's different. So is it through here? I'm just paying attention to the notes. Goodbye, soldier. Oh, it's probably the balcony, yeah. It's hard with hard games, though. They're not very approachable, and that's kind of the sucky thing. Like, I did play Silk Song. I beat, like, the first ending, but not, like, the main one. It just gets too hard, and I wish games did have difficulty options, because I know it's like they're trying to balance it like it's supposed to be a hard game, and that's, like, part of its appeal, but it does alienate a lot of people who just naturally aren't that good, and that does kind of suck. Because like I would have loved to experience all of Silk Song, but I just couldn't after a point. Very immersive world, very beautiful, and soundtrack's amazing and everything. But it's hard when you know, you're tailoring to a certain demographic and you lose that accessibility. It might still objectively be a good game, but it can't be that good of a game for me because they locked out a large part of the player base that would want to actually play through it. So that is the thing that sucks. But I was able to experience like one ending at least. Same thing with Elden Ring. It's like, nope, I could get about halfway. Oh well. I did my best. At least with Zelda, that's why I like this sort of design philosophy, because like anyone can beat this game. They make it so it's like if you're struggling, you can just go in with more food. You can upgrade more of your armor, like, and it's not like hard to do those things. It just takes more time, but you eventually could beat those games. But with some cases, like it feels like even if you do like everything, like it's still way too hard, and that's like the sucky thing. This has got to be the memory. I found it!
I loved gazing out at the castle town here in the observation room. The view is completely different now, but I will see to its restoration.
I wish it was actually restored, not just like, well, they started it, it's implied. There's a couple wood planks. Not saying much, but it's a big project on their hands. I understand. Speaking of big project, I'm gonna... We can't do this whole thing right now, but I'll try to nab a Korok or something. But there's a lot of areas, and I'm sure a lot of them are up top. Maybe I could at least do the ones that are like down here, you know? But it begs the question, is this Korok above or below? I think this one's under the bridge. Landing! That was pretty good. Oh, you gotta ascend into that one. Oh, that's a tricky... Oh, that's like a very intentional Korok. I like stuff like that. Like, sure, I mean, the reward's just a Korok, but it's like, you have to be intentional. Okay. So if I were to follow this through, where can I get that? I do like stuff like this, though. Let's put that map down for a second. Because now we have our own pin to kind of cement that. Yeah, we should be able to get that. I'll say Elden Ring's very much for people like, I wish enemies had like, you know, or wish every enemy required like precise parry and flurry timing. Because for some people there's like satisfaction in that. And I get it, like in this game, did I like really memorize most of the parry and flurry timings? Yes. But it's not a requirement to do so. I had fun because at first I was just getting slaughtered by basic enemies. And it was eventually really satisfying to learn some of the combos. And I learned them at my own tuition, and it felt good. And I was able to integrate them in safe spaces. Like, I learned all the parry and flurry timings because I wasn't in, you know, real danger sometimes. I just kind of like was doing it, and it felt satisfying. And that's why I like this game. It's like, it doesn't pressure you into learning all this like stuff where it's like you have to be super technical and, you know, doesn't imply that you're already a master at games. Because when I first played this, I could barely parry or flurry or anything. But I just kind of gave it another shot, and I didn't, you know, stress myself over it, but I just kind of got used to it, and it was fun to do it, and I'm like, well, I know I might as well use it. And then I got better to do challenge runs. It all felt very natural and organic, not because the game stressed me out to learn these things in order to play it. And that's how I felt very much when playing games like Elden Ring or Silksong. This, I'm genuinely having fun, and when I do it, it feels rewarding. And if I don't do it, sometimes I just have an easier method to solve it, but it still feels good. Personally, I love that, so. Also, I'm discovering something about this Korok. I should probably just Ultra Hand it. I don't think it's as elaborate as I thought. But it's fine, because I didn't know that. See, it feels good. But I wasn't pressured to do so. Yeah. I kind of stun locked him. He didn't have a chance to fight back. And thank you, Mr. Tigdra, for the 10. Do I know where Kalima tree is in Hyrule? That's supposed to be the ancient tree stump. It does seem vague from the cutscene, and I thought it was like the main Great Deku tree at first, but after actually like piecing together the map, because it you know, the geography changed a bit since, you know, this era. It is the ancient tree stump. We've been there actually in this playthrough already, just before. You know, we haven't done everything this playthrough. But it does line up to this location, and it is still implied that it is a Great Deku Tree. It's just not the Great Deku Tree from this game. Because, yeah, with Koroks, obviously they're intrinsically tied to the Master Sword. So it makes sense why like Calamo had a bond with the Construct in Age of Imprisonment. But, yeah, I guess it's, you know, in that game, like, there's no more Korok Forest, but it's implied that Calamo sets up probably a new Korok Forest here. Because, you know, it's just like how Great Plateau is the founding of Hyrule and where the implied castle was. But in this game, the castle's here. Because it's all, like, in a different era. Things move around, that's fine. But there probably was an original Great Deku Tree here. It may have been the Great Deku Tree that was used in, like, the Sheikah era during, like, the first, like, Great Calamity. But eventually moved over here, different Great Deku Tree. So it is cool. It implies that things aren't, you know, always set in stone. Like, there's moving history, I guess, which is true with a lot of the Zelda series, why, you know, positions and stuff changes. Also, yeah, it really does reinforce even things like the Forgotten Temple is the Tanagar Temple. Like, that is the thing now, and that was used in the late Zona era where Age of Imprisonment takes place. That stuff's really cool to me, so I like that. They're just... They love this area so much. Okay, well, you go back into it if you love it that much. And that'll be a death. A free one. Okay, now I kind of want to get out. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Yes. I love Age of Calamity, or Age of Imprisonment. It was great. I can't even say fan service because it just was a great extension to the story. I think we'll move on from this era of Hyrule after this, so. Didn't expect a double embellishment, but you know what? Very fun. I love the Zelda Rauru Sonia dynamic too. I love Rauru a lot. Did I mention I love Rauru? I don't know. But he's really cool. I always thought of him more as like the Link of this era, because he is kind of like, in this game's backstory, the one that expresses courage very well. And that's like a very Link-like quality. But yeah, I guess the game does kind of add to that in terms of, yeah, there we go. So it was just that. I overthought it. But yeah, with like the mysterious construct being like the will of the sword. So you could say that's the version of Link from Age of Imprisonment during that era. Or you could say it's Calamo, because, you know, like Calamo kind of is the courageous one that goes with the sword. So the sword doesn't have to be Link, even though it looks like him. You could say the Link of the era was Calamo. There's two ways of looking at it, but I just triggered a bunch of Horriblins for whatever reason. So we got that. I do want to hit up that, I can't tell if this Korok is above or below. It looks like above. But I want to go to the Zelda note that's like on that side. Oh, not that far. Do I see me? Yeah, I'm there. Okay. Getting Tulin could be kind of cool. I also do want to see like the Stormwind Arc, because there was some good lore in Age of Imprisonment about that. Alright, this is all above me. Good to know. They want to put a Korok like awkwardly down there. Could put one here though, but there's not. That's fine. You like how Construct Link had Age of Calamity Link's moveset? Because the sword would know his moves, which makes sense, because it is like intrinsically tied to Link, and that's why Link has like the same moves in every game. One, just for a gameplay perspective, but also it's Link, you know? Random fun fact about moves. So every 3D Zelda game has the quick spin, but it's funny because Skyward Sword also has the quick spin, but that game's spin attack just is the quick spin. There is not a charge spin Skyward. So for people who don't know the quick spin, Skyward Sword's like the only game you could like do it naturally, because the spin attack motion is just quick spin in that game. But it did like get people used to that, so it's like, hey, you can do it in other games too. You just have to, you know, you have to like spin your controller funny, and yeah, it's cool. Ooh, we get an arrow. It's not quite the memory though. What could the memory be? Oh, it's probably in the passage beneath. Okay. And this looks like the core. Okay. I don't really need this. It didn't break it? Guess I assume wrong. Cannot join the Rocket Club today. 1, 2, and... Oh, that's not the Korok. I don't need you. I don't need Rusty. I can get Pristines already. We've accelerated beyond that. It updates like every couple seconds. Oh yeah, it's probably like, okay. Yeah, there is some in this cave, isn't there? I'm just gonna keep Zelda notes up for a second because I can. Okay. What I think the next version of Hyrule is gonna be like? I hope a lot different. This game still is like a very grounded story despite having like a sky layer in the depths. Hell, I'd love another water world, honestly. I love those, but imagine if it's more like, not fully like Wind Waker, we're just like a seldom island here or there. Like, maybe like there's like a bigger continent and then like a slightly smaller continent and then like a little island chain somewhere. I think more water elements could be cool like that. There's like a great sea, but there's still like mini continents among that. Oh, hi.
As far as I am aware, there were never criminals foul enough to warrant imprisonment here. And while I do recall a bandit named Misko being captured long, long ago, it seems in recent times they have risen to greater fame for their keen sense of fashion.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess this is a pretty grueling dungeon, so it's just like, don't always have to put people here. Probably not a lot of people left to put here. A lot of people died in the calamity. Interesting note about Misko, though. The fashionista criminal. I run. Okay, this is a bad place to be, but we make do. That's where the Korok is. Can I get in there safely? Fantastic question. I don't need to kill those guys. I just need to live. Let me out. Let me out. Is it an exterior only, kinda? I think the levers are... Oh, yeah, they are... It's gonna make me put something on them. I can do this. Cool. This is so dangerous, and there's water nearby. Why do I exist like this? There we go. Got it. Yay. Don't die here. I got this. One shot is all it takes. Just blow them up. Why not? Join the cannon club. Yeah. Yippee. We did good. Did we get the gloom hands here? I don't think so. I forget what you get from that. But it's something, right? But yeah, an archipelago could be awesome. Stop the gamage. I just love it. Some of these weapon combos are very fixed. The reason why I have a, you know, this type of spear, which is a royal spear, pristine, it's like the highest durability for a spear, I think, in the game, at least for a repairable one. So in terms of a cannon club, where it doesn't matter the damage for anything, it's just about having more durability. You want to have the highest durability weapon, which would be this. Okay. Do I get grabbed? I don't know. The gloom's going up the wall. Oh, that worked. I feel like I'm not supposed to be here. I don't know. That's bizarre. I feel like I'm supposed to get locked in with them, you know? I can see if I can get grabbed. If I can get grabbed, that'll actually be a good thing. Oh my god. It's actually working in a sense. But I have to kill them all at the same time, otherwise it doesn't mean much. I don't want to risk it with bombs. I feel like I'm gonna get the Phantom out. This is, I mean, maybe it's good in my case. Maybe he'll spawn here. This definitely was not supposed to happen. He can probably teleport though. Oh wow, yeah, you can still shoot. There we go. Okay, we made it work. That's awesome. We're fighting well here. That could be rough. I need something that will... I don't have just like a good damage. It's all like element stuff. Nice. Get some good reach in there. This could be risky. Okay. I think flurries are safe. We'll just do 3. So we have time to back away. Might be a one-shot, so I'm like a little scared. I should probably flurry because I get more opportunity. Oh, that's not good. Damn it. I don't want to overcommit. Literally in the hallways of here. Yeah, if you take down Ganondorf, you can take down Phantom Ganon. Vice versa. They overcommitted. That's fine. He backs away. We might be able to spin to win at the end. Oh, come back. Crap. So much for that. Okay. You know what? Just use some hits. Yep, rocket powered, I guess. Rocket shot. Nice. During the rocket club. Gloomed. That was pretty good, but also very... Whew. I'm just glad we didn't die. I guess I'll drop that. It's probably not as good. Yeah, because max hearts. But it does have faster arrow fly speed, which is like good for hunting and stuff. Okay, can I get in here? How does one get in there? I'm so confused. Yeah, that's what the Hylian shield was in Breath of the Wild. I think it's like a fabric or something in here. I don't know how to get in. So maybe that's independent. Maybe it's literally just why'd these guys respawn? Oh, I never killed them, that's right. I was even sand in the Phantom fight, but I didn't. I'm like, wait a second. Is it really just that? I don't know. Am I going crazy? Is there... The Horriblin's following you halfway through the castle. That is funny. I don't know. I just like when they just have no range. Sorry, I'm like very... What the hell is going on? Just a take a weapon. At this point, I'm just kind of picking up slop. Actually, no, I'll rather the slop. Yes, so nice slop. Am I missing something like very obvious and integral? It feels like I am. Let me think. Ascend. I open the gates. I killed the thing through the wall. I don't think I was supposed to do that. I don't know. There's not another opening in there. Does anyone remember that? Huh. Cool. So we can't just get that chest now? That's so bizarre. I thought it was just open and it locks you in. But it hates me, apparently. So we can't do any of that. Well, next thing, what if we go to the oh yeah, there's like a prison. It's funny, there's Castletown prison next door and then a lockup. How many cells did they need? Zelda said there wasn't much need for the lockup, so. What are her thoughts on prison? I guess we'll find out. But first, so. Korok? Underneath? Oh yeah, it's a little, acorn pot. If I had the Zor helm, I'll spin into it. Do I have the Zor helm? I do. Spin dashing. Yay! Forgot I had that because we did Zora. Oh, and you get fresh restart. I love armor that gives like a utility, which is why I love Zora stuff a lot. Get free dashes with helmet. Swim with waterfalls with armor. Also, yeah, there is like a unique utility with the swim dashes. It's mostly seen as irrelevant, besides stuff like that, which is cool. When you're stuck in water with Octoroks, and they're like shooting rocks at you and you're just swimming, you can actually use that to hit the rocks back. Not only does it shield you, but it also uses offense. So even if you're not close to them, it'll just, you can like parry it with the spin dash move. Just by going like, so protecting and offense. It's really cool. So I love that a lot personally. I forgot we do have the full glide set. That's awesome. Bird link. That's pretty far. That's like a catapult type moment. I wonder if some of my Autobuilds still work. I know they fixed a lot of the glitch. Okay, they fixed the glitch Autobuilds. I used to have like a low gravity field. Yeah, anything that's like was a bug they fixed. Which makes sense. But it's been a while, so I'm like, Autobuild sharing. Hence, like any of these right now, I'm just like, yeah, they existed at a point. Some of these are like really bizarre. Some of these just like won't work at all, so don't pay him any mind. Or just like the physics broke the game kind of thing. Alright, this blue one's just nice for horizontal distance, but it can't go like up or down. So it's good like the depths, just point A to point B. Low energy travel. I don't have a catapult. That's crazy. I didn't know that. What was this one again? I don't remember all of them, I'm gonna be fully honest. But just not all of them are just like helpful for our situation. There's just some really goofy things in here. There's a train. I made the train. I'm proud of that one. Oh yeah! Wait, is that my One Punch Mark II? Well, that one I didn't make, but I like that one a lot. Let me check to make sure, because that one can double as a boat. It's just a very expensive one, but you know what? It's good. Very expensive. Do we have the springs for that? It's very good for climbing vertically. Sleds? Do we not have sleds yet? Oh no. Missing so many integral things. We have springs though. I think we needed 5. No sleds to make it cheaper. We're only missing a couple of parts and that's one of them. Oh, I already used max springs. Damn. Well, we'll get more parts soon. How about that? Parts are replenishable. Okay. So with this, it is buoyant enough because it's using a really floaty piece from a shrine, which is really cool. That can go on. We'll do a little range increaser. We'll go Giant Bright Bloom. There it is. And yep, it's like a super buoyant shrine piece because it's meant for all the puzzles. And steering stick orientation depends on how you travel. If it's more vertical, it's like going to travel more vertical. It just goes over things very nice. Also wind powered, so. Perfection. Hello, Crow. Yeah, it's tanky. It can spring away enemies. It's nice. It's very fun. Korok cooking. Yeah. Maybe I'll, you know, turn these in soon. Also, to enter the prison, you need to break rocks above. I think that makes sense. Yeah, so I wasn't bugging the game out, but, you know. Usually think of, like, solutions like, huh, how do I ascend from beneath? But I think that one just literally, like, break rocks. At least we killed the thing in there. Well, yeah. Good to know for the future. I just want to kill Phantom Ganon. Because he's fun. Puts the fun in Phantom Ganon. Because Phantom spelled with an F. There we go. That's a neat little build. I'm going to look at our little things to go to. Navigation. What do we got? Oh, yeah. Let's check out what Zelda says about the prison. And yeah, this thing's going to just go like normal big wheel speed, but has good like elevation control. Isn't there a chasm pit nearby too? Let's see what this prison used for. Oh, they're just going around the previous offering spot. That's a funny one in Breath of the Wild. It's offerings, but instead of like apples or fruit, it's literally rusty shields. So you have to find a rusty shield and put it there. Such a specific, goofy one, but I dig it. Horizontal one for flat ground. I wonder what Zelda says about this prison. She deemed the other one as kind of unnecessary. They look very crude and cruel. This spot specifically, okay.
Ever since I was a child, I was always forbidden from crossing the bridge over the moat to reach Castletown Prison. So today is the first time I have ever set foot here. The calamity has not spared this place, leaving behind only these scorched columns. But perhaps that is for the best. Perhaps Hyrule no longer has need of a prison.
It's very much a take on like how the enemies aren't really within, but you know, the enemies are more inhuman in this game. It's like, which sort of ways can you rehabilitate people because they don't deserve to be under, you know, rule of like Ganon, I guess. I guess that's sort of the point. It's not a theme that's really explored in Zelda too much, but it's a neat touch that, like she said that at like both prison-esque locations, which I feel like that would, as someone who focuses a lot on like personal growth and is a big part of her character, I think, you know, a grueling medieval-esque prison setting is kind of the opposite of what someone like that would believe in. Someone who's a bit more like rehabilitating, I guess. So it's, yeah, a viewpoint that she never directly expresses in the games elsewhere, but I think that makes sense for her character. So I dig her take on that, honestly. Because you have both prisons. But maybe just realize now that, like, I guess there were, like, two prisons back to back. There's the lockup and the prison, and it's like, they had two for some reason. But no, most Hyrule's enemies are not normal people that can get thrown in jail anyways. They are like gods. Evil gods. So I kind of want to ride the moat around. There is that one chasm pit that's like on this, oh no, it's over there. There's like a special way to get down to that chasm. So that's kind of far. If there is a chasm pit, I do want to ride this down because it is fun. But in the meantime, what if we took this bridge across? Hello, boar. No, run! Don't go left! Don't go left! Okay, you spared yourself. Congrats. Keep this up while we're hunting a little bit. Damn it! I really did try my best. Swear on it. There we go. I had to give it a nice slice. Slice of balloon. There we go. Did Zora only run use the map? I'm glad it's helpful. I really like making those maps. We did it for most runs unless it was like, you know, the weapons were everywhere. So I didn't make one for like the soldier run because you can find those weapons everywhere. But no, I'm glad the maps are helpful. I really enjoyed making them. I didn't do it for like I didn't do it for the zone I run either because there's just so much stuff. And you can use the object map for that. But when it's like in a finite area, like most Zora areas are around Zora's domain. So it was cool making those maps and it was awesome reference while playing the run. And no, I'm glad other people find them helpful too. I like maps. Maps are fun. It does like fan out differently every time. Aha. That's a cool one. I would like this rock, please. Cool. I'm surprised we didn't think about the prison thing earlier, like breaking from above. But I guess like from our perspective, it was not visible at all. It would just be like a blind inference, like maybe there's a entry point, but it's not visible, so nothing like alluded to that. Oh well, at some point, right? This is a huge game, and you can't even experience 1% of this game in a single like day's play session, which is crazy to me, but it's true. Okay, maybe you can experience like 8%, but that's about it. Still too much. Too much fun to be had. So I really want an enemy to slay, but we're not really in that boat, are we? Oh, yeah, I could probably climb this. It's such a vertical powered build. It's like really awesome. Yeah. It's phenomenal. It really is. That's just using its amazing climb because it's fan propelling the climb. So just naturally forcing an extra power. It's quite handy. Bye. Fine. Smack the shield. No damaging parts needed. Yay. Fancy eyeballs. Fancy fruits. Korok feasting away. Yippee. Hooray. That's awesome. More. Yeah, there's even a lot of Zelda notes here. It's like the very condensed areas of the map. Only doing fractions at a time, but yeah. Get some notes, get some Koroks, get some things. We can do shrines. There's so many spokes in this world. Especially when you get into the new regional phenomena areas, which are like my favorite. But like, yeah, the canyon was always cool in Breath of the Wild. There's like, you know, a few different layers to it and you can go through the bridges and stuff, which is cool. In this game, they had a whole river through it. You can like intersect with the caves, ascend all the caves to make your own route. It's so much in like an amazingly overbearing way. I was like, which way do I go? There's like 8 different ways I want to go. But it really is awesome. I love this section of the river specifically where you like ride over the rocks and you can like do a boat through the river. There's like a cave to distract you if you want to take that route up. If not, you can just keep going through like the rubble. It's so much fun. There's options. Lots of them. Switch to that steering stick. Oh, I'm gonna catch you. Oh, not like that. And yoink. Yippee. Eyes in Breath of the Wild equal elixir. Eyes in Tears, best fuse. Well, I guess in Breath of the Wild, eyes would be like the tier 2 elixir ingredient. Any of the guts are like better for time for elixirs. And like, I guess you could sell the guts, but always guts for elixirs because you do get more time. But I guess in Breath of the Wild's case, were eyeballs used for armor upgrades? I think so. So I kind of just kept them for that, and the guts are used for elixirs. But yeah, in this game, it's like, it gives you so much more eyes because they're just amazing fusions. Also, is this the same device I use in Zone I Only run? It is. I use a lot of those kinds of staples now because it's just so much fun. And I've had a lot of practice with them, so I'm like, might as well. They really are great. Okay, for this, I can't climb vertical, like straight vertical like that. But I could get the ball rolling. Oh, it doesn't want to. Yeah, if it's already like backwards, it's not gonna have a fun time. There we go. No, it's gotta like start. Yeah, it can't just climb 90 degrees. That's asking a bit much, I would think. Oh, yep. No, not even that. It's too much for it. Depending on how you build it, you can get a little bit more utility out of it, but this is really pushing it. Yeah. Oh, what the? Wait. It's like flying. It's close though. It's insanely close. But that's not fair. That is not a fair test of it. It should not be able to get that. No. What? That was like pure vertical. This thing is a beast. Huh? What the hell? That was the craziest one. I just really wrapped around, I guess. Oh my god. Yeah. I love this thing. We're gonna wait though, because I don't wanna like lose my build. Where could I go though really quick? I wanna find a chasm pit. And let's look at here. Can I highlight chasm pits? I think I can. Because you can fall into them with this. It's kind of fun. Oh, there are chasms. There's got to be a near one. There's always a near one. That's just like a thing, you know? Please? I missed one of the ancient tree stump. Oh yeah, there is one in that cave. And that's actually things we could do close. I forgot, it's a very hidden one. But it means it's close, and... yeah. I'm doing that. I think those Koroks nearby. There's been nothing to punch with our one punch, though. Sad day. Also, another Tears pattern, any overhang? And there's been a lot of them, even in Breath of the Wild. They love putting this under it. I love how well they utilize, like, existing Breath of the Wild terrain to make a puzzle out of. Because there's a lot of overhangs like that, you know, just the last world, but they're actually used patternistically for Koroks in this game. I should go back to, yeah. I can't punch those guys. They could punch me. I'm not trying to fight the Hinox. It's not going to end well. Speaking of well. Just going to perfectly dance to the outside. Why am I doing that? I don't know. Pumpkins. Yay. I love Little Pumpkin House. 80 health to rip through that? Yeah. Boxes are tough. Alright, this guy was talking about like food, right? Not too hot, not too cold. Resistant. Cook for pleasure instead of survival. Oh yeah, someone just like chilling down here. It's like the hidden chef. He has like several notes through caves. But it's kind of cool. It's like, what's this guy doing? Cooking in peace. Aritamu. And that's the person who has like cooking books, right? They have a bit of lore. But they're an underground chef. Thank you for the fun stuff. Yum, yum. Oh, this is a hammer, right? Yeah. Surprised it not expired. Cool. So, you know what? There is a good way to fight these guys, and as long as you have vehicle, you know what cooldowns don't matter on vehicles, as long as he comes back to you. So, oh, you can't miss though. You just keep looping, loop. It's the best way for these guys. Just loop, loop, loop. Try to hit the eye if you can. If you get closer, you can do even more, but I don't want to risk breaking it. If I want more damage, I can do 50% more with this thing. There we go. Oh, we got the eye. Okay. Now we go close. Just rain hell. Yep, there we go. Get close. It's safe. Never mind. Let's get safe. Let's get safe. You know we'll come back. Well, thank you for getting distracted, Hinox. And one more. Nice. It is the best way to do it. Hit the eye for some free window to get close. Love this thing so much. Yippee. Okay, now we're good though. There's not a Korok under this bridge. That was like a big Breath of the Wild pattern, but not here. They rid it of that pattern. Sometimes there still is though. Flying. You can like gently descend, which is kind of cool. I'm a fan of that. Not a fan of this though. Where am I? Are we upside down? No, we're not. It's just weird camera. Okay. Oh my. How did that happen? Okay, there we go. It's because it was. I don't want that snapping off though. That could ruin my. We may be out of the recall timer. No. That's an unfortunate way to get stuck. Yeah. That was the whole path. That's crazy. How'd that happen? I mean, I know how it happened, but I'm not thankful. Oh yeah, thank you. We do have a plan to get out. Yeah, this is a plan. For that chef in the cave, yeah, the cookbook was in Gerudo Town, so they could be a Gerudo. That's a fair point too. Yeah, either Gerudo or just someone who's able to pass to get into town. So, ow. Well, that made it pretty easy, actually. Don't even tell. Okay, I thought we got stuck again. And yes, a little scared. Not where you should be, but we'll make this work. Go! Just like, get him in the blast. Okay, we kind of kicked him. Now I'll wheel him. Wheel you around. Yeah, that's. Oh yeah, and we'll take the loot over here. Perfection. It's like stuck in my spokes. Sticky with the balloons and the fish. Awesome. Does that crush? Yeah, it does crush. Okay. The wheels have that nice rock breaking characteristic. I guess I'll take them. It's like free rocks. I love free rocks. Rocks are also free in real life. I love that. You're getting drowned. Sink. I remember an annoying thing in Breath of the Wild was if you hit an enemy into the water, all their gems, because all the silver enemies drop gems, yeah, they would sink in the water, and you couldn't get them out because you didn't have Ultra and you had Magnesis, which sucks because like although gems you could argue would be like metallic-y, you couldn't Magnesis them out of the water. But there was a Breath of the Wild mod, even just a lot of quality life mods, but specifically in Relics of the Past, that was like a quality life thing added where you could Magnesis the gems. So in case they fall in water, you could take them. It was just something I really appreciate when I played that, and I'm like, well, in this game it's kind of fixed because you can just grapple anything. So it's fixed by default there. You know what? That would actually kind of worked. Eye for an eye there, I guess. Touche. Now there's... Yeah, it looks like we got the one above. And then one through the hole. Okay. Tree? Tree means seed, sometimes. The tree seeds are always good seeds. Oh, it's a race, and it's gonna take me far. Love it. I have a build out, and I don't want to lose the build, so... How do we go about this? There is a way to go about this. If you want to guarantee not lose the build, 1, don't die. 2, any sort of dragon part. Because, reminder, when you shoot a dragon, like, their parts go flying off, so they naturally have to have a long despawn radius, so you don't, like, despawn while you're trying to get them. But because of that, if they're attached to a part, it carries that characteristic of the part to your build. So you could be, like, all the way over there, and you'd still have your build spawned in. It's very nice. I'll see, I'd have to travel for this Korok just to travel back. Fun stuff. There? Yeah, there it is. Okay. And a battle tell us. I think we're fine not doing that. Oh, hi, friend. I'll take some water today. Free water. What a treat. I could have rocket shielded, but honestly, it's not that. It's not all that. It's barely faster than the paraglider. Sadly. Whee. Wow. Such an intriguing puzzle. When you say, you know, though. Oh, wait, I want that. Perfect. Yay. 80. We got so many today. Were we in like the 60s at some point? I don't know. But that's like 2 or 3 more weapon slots with how late they got. It's fine. I believe, I forgot the exact number, but in Breath of the Wild, I believe you need 49% of all Koroks to get max slots. In this game, I think it's like 51 or something. It's around there. Are we gonna B parry? I haven't done this in so long. I still mess it up every time. B parry! Yeah, double B parry! The second one always makes him go shoo. And we get the honey. I love you, B. Actually, I'm not doing that this playthrough. In my last playthrough, I heart pinged every B. I don't need that because I have the object map. But it is funny. Because I love honey. Maybe you deserve to get away. At that point, yeah, we'll give him the life. And there's like some Koroks that are like kind of in sight, but you can always get distracted. Doing a decent bit of Zelda notes, decent bit of Koroks. I might want to get some depth notes soon though. Which I mean, we're going to the depths, at least for this little section. Get some Zonite, more builds, maybe a Koga memory. Is there a Koga memory below us? There is not. They're pretty sparse. Well, there's probably a Frox. I'll find a Frox. And there's our part. Now we just gotta find the opening to the cave that we're around. According to Breath of the Wild, I remember being close to here. I just don't remember. This has been awesome. Time kind of flew. I didn't realize we're streaming for 3 hours already. But I'm just keep it on going. Because I just wanted to play Zelda today. So, thank you guys for being here. I'm just playing Zelda again after a while. So, I like Zelda. Thinking maybe some other things. Trying to think what else comes out. Sometimes I like stream like one game of like other Nintendo stuff. Like I streamed like the beginning of Donkey Kong. Maybe I could for Metroid next week. I don't know. But in terms of Zelda stuff though, yeah, occasional tier stuff, and I do want to do that Skyward Sword playthrough. Probably sometime early next year. Because it's nice having like a winter playthrough of a Zelda game. Like an older one. This past winter we did Wind Waker, and we did like a full thorough 100%. That was awesome. But Skyward Sword's like the one I played the longest ago, I'm pretty sure, so. And I haven't done full hero mode for that, and that'll be kind of cool. We're trying our best, quote unquote. I gotta find where to actually get out though. Yeah. Sorry about that. This is a do-over moment. I should find the cave opening, I think, first in a safer medium. Okay, we should be able to make this if we can make the other one. Back out a little bit. Oh, that's just pure vertical. That's past vertical, I think. Run it, doggy. It's like a sleigh dog. You know, whatever happens, happens. I'm stuck! No! It hates me! Let's make it for being a bad parent to this. Hi. Floaty. Watch this. That still didn't make it far enough? Wait, hit him on the way back? Oh no! I have no idea where my friend went. Hi. What? Huh? Are you empty? Nothing in the tank? Nothing in the tank. Huh. I broke his spirit. Did I break enough rocks? There's no more left in the world? Oh, what the hell? That's crazy. Oh, you're not even after me. You're after the guy who was trying to hit into you. Stupid rock. This is very awkward. Or can you not? Okay, now I'm in front of you. I can protect. No, you're like shielding it before I can get hit. Maybe I'll jump into it. Yeah, there we go. I had to, but then I can't get the parry, so. Please. No, if I jump into it, I can't get the parry for the slowdown time. Okay. You know what? Sorry, Inomo. I want to parry this. Or maybe I'll baseball it. Hi. He's like, my nemesis is gone. I have no reason to exist. Hey. Don't make me come in there. He lost all meaning to exist. What is a Joker without the Batman? You're just there. He's dead inside. I'm sorry. You know what? If you don't solve this, I will. Hey, I'll cheer you up. La 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 la. I crushed this guy. I crushed him. Okay, now I'm gonna crush him for real. Oh, I guess not. Sorry. Now do you have will to exist? No? He's out of here. He's out of commission. Okay. Say it again for me. I will cherish this pyro base. Thank you. That's nuts. Wow. What a time. No, back to finding the thing, I guess. It is certainly a thing to find. Yeah. Up here. And around. I'm really just figuring out as we go. But I assume the opening was over there, because it was in Breath of the Wild. Does the cave opening just change? Or is it just really muddled within the skull-looking rock formation? It's a really weird rock. That vehicle will be fine for a second. Yeah. We didn't do any formal cooking today, but we cooked some roasted stuff. And we got a big bird. I still like did one death loop. It's fine. No thanks. I don't know. Did they just change the opening? Oh, what the? That's too small for my car. That cannot fit in there. Whatever. We can glide. Oh, first light tactic. Ooh. We don't need to go to the burnt ends here. I don't even think there's any light. There's no shrines. It's gonna be pitch black down here because there's no shrines above it. Welp. If there's an enemy kill, I just kill it and leave because it's gonna be like a Frox too. Yeah. Well, in that case, this could be rough. Oh, that's a big launch. He's like, no. Blue, white too. Oh no. We save. We take him on and retreat. That's about the only strategy. Damn it. I have that for later. I need hammer strats. But for now, yeah, that's a hammer. Not big enough. Long enough. Not long enough. Boink. That could be bad. Eat it. He hit my weapon. He hit my weapon. Wait, no, I can't lose that weapon. That's my... He ate it with the bomb. He was too hungry. It's not fair. So is this whole area just lit by the castle shrine light route? Either that or another adjacent? No, it would be, because I got the castle shrine one. It's going to be probably one of the south ones. Oh, this sucks. Did that work? Nope. Literally a blind shot. Okay. Not fair. It's fine. It's very fine. Okay. So just blindly prepare. I lost my bright plumes I threw. No, I didn't. Bro, I have no idea. That's good. I'm not even gonna bother with that. I'm just gonna give it a couple seconds. There we go. Light is nice. I know this is getting damaged up, so we're just gonna use it. That does some damage. It's the hardest here, so there we go. Jump up. I don't care. Take a little gloom damage. Flick shot. Oh. When else fails, that's why we have this. Yeah. And we avoided gloom damage. I don't care. Do a little bit more. It's fine. Killing is more important. Go for the cluster. Oh, no! Whoa! That's a perfect loop! We literally bounced between it perfectly. I don't know how. Just perfect. Bye! He got a shot out of his own. Wow, we didn't hit any of the body, just like the loose ends every time connecting. That was great. That was really great. He died in a bunch of gloom though. That sucks. But we got the best stuff. Yes. No more though. Okay, good. If I had Minor to break that, that'd be delicious. But we still have Amiibo for it. Right. Still counts for low gloom damage. I don't think it goes shattering that. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. That's what Minor was for. We don't have Minor yet. But hey, that was good for a Frox kill. Happy we went down here. The double hits were very lovely. I loved it. This makes it for like one of the builds we did today. Nice. Large charges soon for the others. It's too dark for me to explore, but it's nothing really to explore, just like stuff down here. I didn't think there's any enemy camps. There might be, but dark. I like the bright depths. That's more preferred. But some of them are like too awkward to explore. So we could do a bit of vehicle action. You know what? Where's one that has like a Koga thing? Because that could be kind of fun. We did some of these Koga things already. There is like one over there. Not bad. We just never went to it yet. Yeah. Some more silly Koga lore. Slash, we can go to that mine afterwards then too. Because mining is good. And now that we have Amiibo, we can finally both of those like giant ore deposits. Or deposit veins. Yay. That's buffer hearts. I'm not even gonna bother restoring that because all enemies here do gloom damage. Besides the elementals, but I'm sure that won't be a problem. Oh, it's like a cross, right? But I guess Koga's looking over there. Is that just a glide? That's a glide, isn't it? Yeah. I could do a pepper glide. I love my pepper glides. It's cheap. Peppers are everywhere. There we go. It doesn't use up a rocket. A portable Raleigh's Gale. For when you're missing it. Oh, high gloom bats. Glats. Nah. I'd win. Fire bats. Matches are red. Okay, it seems like the Koga thing is... It could be all the way down there. That would suck. But it could be up here. That would be better. It's not up to us, though. I vote it's here. Complete the staircase. I don't want to waste the dazzle fruit. I don't get much in return from you guys. I kind of wish Post had like an automatic pickup feature where they kind of like home into you. Like a coin magnet. Just get sucked in. I guess you have to seek out the souls. Just so you don't like mash A. But honestly, I like mashing A too. It's interesting how they changed that because even like rupees in this game, you have to mash A to do. But in Breath of the Wild, you just walked over. Which I guess I get that change because rupees were really small in Breath of the Wild. So like you'd have to like meticulously walk over each one. In this game, it's easier just to mash A over a pile of rupees. A little quality of life. It's a little something. Also, this should be a Koga thing. Koga's Part Adventure, right? No? It's my rocket now. Rail system. Get him, you know, but that was so not close. Oh, that, whoa. Okay, ah, no, stop. Too much. Nothing intended. And reuse that. Okay. Fighting my toughest battles here. I think I'm just being dramatic. Okay, we're on the Koga thing. Is it the one that's like really low? I don't know. Oh, what the hell? Maybe combat breaks it? I don't know.
So that last earthquake opened up a bunch of holes to the surface. And apparently Zelda has some new minions. They're calling themselves a survey team. Boring. And they have started poking around down here in the depths. Rude. Rude! I was here first. I could erase them from existence the moment I see them, but maybe I should let them look around and see what they find. Then erase them. Ha!
And some of them just pose as the survey members anyways. I think it's more of a jealousy thing. Koga fights only in silly, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I love it. It's like, it's my domain. I was here. What? Wild. I love Koga. I don't know if we were at... It seems like that mine was discovered by us, so I think we were there. Because otherwise it wouldn't appear there. I don't know, I kind of just want to get that memory. Everything else is still spaced out. Oh, right, if it's, that means we didn't discover it. I forgot. And I'm pretty sure there's an armor piece there. I do like armor. Boop. Yay. Rail grinding. I like rail switching too. That was extra. Yeah, so this might be where we're at. Indicated by the armor. Chest. Miner. Do we have any yet? There was like 2. It's all in the path leading up to, yeah, the Gerudo area. So the one in the Gerudo area, that mine we don't have. So we're on track. We're doing good. Yay. I love having all this stuff. Love having Koroks, love having little things, seeds, all the funds. It doesn't look like we're here, so... That was a good final approach. Thank you. Now I kind of want to see my item bank. Because I'm able to like transfer stuff over from like my very first save, like infinitely, to keep getting stuff, which is cool. So I kind of have a big bank of things from like my main 100% save file. That's how I got all these cool weapons. And I can just keep transferring over. And you can do it once per day, so it kind of creates like a copy in your app and then you spawn it in. Which I would never use on a first playthrough, but on a subsequent one, it's some like the... There's like really good early game weapons that can only be really made properly in the late game. Like the Light Dragon Sledge. I think it's great early game, mid game. Even could be later too, for like topping off hearts. Because the part on here heals you every time you hit it. Every time you hit something. Which is really good. And then the Soldier Quirk allows you to charge it faster, so you're getting more hits per second. So it's a really cool combo. The only problem is you need to wait a bit into the game to get a pristine Soldier Spear. And Light Dragon parts you don't really get till later, unless you get the Light Dragon really early, which you could, but hard to chase. So having this early game, it's great because it helps like top off your hearts always. Every hit heals a quarter heart. Soldier, you can charge it up more. You can even use it for like mining. So, like for this, or even things like this. Well, that's a bit extra in that case, but yep. So you can gradually top off our hearts and break stuff. Yeah, we use it a lot in the early game too. We just transfer from our main save for this playthrough. Really awesome. It's a lot of fun. But this game, I really love having like the best combinations, and it's fun discovering what those would all be. Whoa! We gotta watch. We're watching this. Happen around here. There. That's insane. That's so nuts. What? Yeah, it follows curves and stuff, but that was quite the geometry. I love this game so much. Yippee. So, that's why this game has infinite replay value. Things like that will just happen when you don't expect it, and I would have never expected anything like that to happen. But sometimes the geometry does line up like that. Just overhand. It's pretty good. Yeah. Okay. That's unrepeatable, guys. Still gonna try. I love Amiibo. Favorite stage by far. I just love how you can go bowling. The utility's great. Mining stuff like that. A turret for your vehicle. I feel like when people were critiquing like the abilities in the game and the stage abilities weren't meant to make you feel like just straight up overpowered. Like you can get really cool weapon, you know, not even cool, just like overpowered weapons, you know, high damage, good. You can have that, but I think whimsical strategies with like, oh yeah, you know, about as a turret, you can like thing with the Hinox earlier, where you can get really close with the vehicle, just keep like machine gunning Yunobo into the Hinox, because as long as it bounces back to your vehicle, there's no cooldown. So things like that are just so much fun, and it's more fun than just getting a high number damage weapon. This game has so much of that, so it's like really what you put into it, you get out. I love it so much. Like heal staff for mining and healing, dual purpose. That took a route of its own too. Not as good, but you did your best. That was an awkward one. Nothing will top that other though. You kind of just need to get close though. The enemy camps are really good for getting stuff though. Oh, come on, we're so close. Please. Please. This is probably the one of the few that like won't work for this. Damn. Oh, I used the cooldown too. What? Little loopies. Impatient loopies. Just for 2. Why does the final half of it give you like no zone eye? Unbalanced. Wow, wow. I want to say there's like one more. But there's also an enemy camp there, and that's like a lot of free stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I like free. Free is delicious. Oh. What is over here? What is over there? Oh, there is like a thing. Right, the pillar. Oh, and we took more damage than we healed. It's actually at a valid surface to get the heal, though. Okay, please, that one camp. It's gotta be something good. What have you just given him? Rude awakening. Whoa, oh! The sun rised over the camp. I'll take that. And that's a good heal. I will, oh, and that's silver. So he's the one outlier. What's bro doing there? Oh, that's good. Nope. Okay. Now we go with something big. Okay, like that. Might need a bit of chaining. Well, that's low, so let's keep looping him down. It's fun to bully. That could probably kill him. I don't doubt it. Oh, I'm doubting it. Right, it's not a bokoblin. Ah! My health. 1 more damage. Could be good. And that for the breaking. Not bad. I love these fights. They can never get old to me. Yay. We quick spin that. And this. Perfect. Yay. I love that. It'll eventually work if you're close enough to get like big combo. I think now we should fight something bigger. I like fighting big. Yes. Okay. Save there. Woo. Okay. What's something else? I'm trying to think of like what. A light root there. I like killing Lionels. We got a Blood Moon earlier. I'm feeling some Lionel killing, which means also a weapon for that. We have a Lionel Slayer. We could use that for most of them, but for like general sword and shield Lionel combat, I think I just want to do some of that. We'll send this to game. I don't think we need slop. Slop not always needed. Unable to withdraw. Oh. There we go. It is technically a sneak strike weapon, but we're just going to use it as a cool looking combat weapon. I think that's fair for now. That's fine. It's mostly for the arrows you get from here. You don't get a lot of zonite, but I think that's okay. Cool Lionel fuses are always good to me. Probably a pepper strat. I think just one. It is better just to fly around. It's in such an awkward place otherwise. Just for 1 pepper usage. Pepper power. Oh yeah, and then get a little bit more height. Stretch effectiveness. Yeah. I think I'm ready for this. It's been a while, but also playing Age of Imprisonment, like the timings against like Lionels and stuff, just like Age of Calamity, it's very similar with the Link character in both games. So I like how that translates well. That was our most recent Lionel practice, was when we played that earlier this month. It is fun to fight him in that game too. Okay. Red one will fight like this, and then I have a strategy for the others. Because I could use more bows too. Soldier mode. And do I even have attack armor? Probably not. Oh, I Fierce Deity. Base level, why not? This looks kind of cool. There we go. I'll just do some of these loops. I just want to use this one up for it. And right the back. Ready a red Lionel ripping through. That's crazy. Too good. Damn. I could upgrade myself too. Wait, that wasn't even full armor. Wait. Oh, I have 2 Fierce Deity pants and 1 shirt. That's weird. 1 from Amiibo, 1 from the cave. Whoops. That happens. Only a 30% attack with that, not a full. Nice. If I really want to make this faster. This. I can't even overcommit. I was scared of breaking it. If you do 1 too many, it breaks the weapon. It said it's the last hit though. Oh. If I missed that, that would have been awful. By just a bit. Cool. We got this. We have a sleek look to us. You know what this is? It's cake. The cake vinyl. Come on. Give me one good reason. A full combo 6, you get that for the first one? How much would that do with attack up? Like more than half. It's kind of nuts. I love having this. Oh, you give me a nice weak point to hit. And we'll just do some of that. Already maxed arrows. I'm gonna get maxed again from the Lionels. This can be a finisher. I believe in it. Yeah. Double spin. One in each direction. I just love fighting these guys. I probably could take some. I'm gonna wait for this kill, I think. There's still one more after this, so. And this, I know I get another guaranteed 6 hits. Yeah, but you have to be careful with that. I was not. I think you can get another at the halfway, I don't remember. Otherwise, it's 3 hits. It is so methodical and clean. I'm at least gonna get 3 hits. 3 hits and jump off just to make sure. Yep, 3 hits. Oh, and this is easy. Sure thing. It's literally a stealth sword, but it just looks cool. Too cool. It's cake. Walk in the park, I would say. I do like quick shot for it, but not the speed for what we're going for. Oh, Rocky. Hello. Oh, you do get the crystallized charges. That's good for battery. And we're out of bow space. I'll just take all the best ones. And you know what the best thing to do against this? It's 400 armor points, I think, or maybe 500. It's a lot to rip through, right? But there is one way to guarantee get the Lionel armor off, and it is with the rocket. Rockets instantly break any enemy armor. Come on. If you do a spin attack, that could be bad for me. You know what literally blocked me? Okay. You know what? I have to get this armor off. What the hell? I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. That's really my fault. No, I missed. No! Crouch cancel? We didn't die. Okay. Come on. Just to make sure we don't die. I have one more rock opportunity. I messed up. Get him, get him, get him! No! I wonder if that can... Crap. No! I definitely got it! I definitely got it! I should have equipped another shield! No! I was just trying to do the rockets. Let me have fun and whimsicality. It's allergic to fun and whimsicality. Oh, it's saved here. Okay, it is saved here. We're good. I'm not mad. I'm no longer mad. That is fun and whimsicality still. That's annoying. Okay, we got it again. We got it again. So the easy strategy is if you have mineral, you can arm mount it and then just launch it, like aim it. This should be a direct shot. Bye-bye. It's like targeting the weird part of the body. Okay. That would be 69. Yeah. Those 2 deaths. Bye-bye. Come on! I'm getting it. I don't care. 500 health armor or 1 rocket. Watch this. Move into it. Yeah, no! Please, let me get this. Okay, new strategy, we parry it. Send a rocket into him. Go for it. There we go. 500 health off. Okay, whatever. It worked. I don't care if it was super fixed. It feels awesome. Get some extras. Damn, I really tried. And get some free ones on the ground, then some durability taking ones, but still good ones. Right in his face. We'll do that. And just 3. The 3 were allowed. Oh! Oh, I canceled it. Okay. It was about to smack the ground, but I didn't allow that to happen. Yay! Oh yeah, the gloom down on hearts. Oh, the game saved before I picked up the right bow. So I was using a weaker bow, but that's fine. Because I like that bow anyways. I need the durability drain. Or I used both durability. But yeah, full on arrows. It's so easy in this game. And yay. That is for some parts. Also the crystallized charges for some upgrade stuff. Which we only have 100. So enough for like another segment of battery, but I like doing it in like waves of 3 because a full battery instead of just a third of a battery. And yeah, do some Koroks next time we go to the village too. But I think it was a good in between because well, yeah, last time we played this, we did all the Elden stuff. This is the in between stuff. I feel like next time probably cold stuff. That was pretty good for today. Honestly, like that went by really fast, but I'm like, I got to see a lot and it was fun to play this again. I guess Age of Imprisonment, yeah, in terms of like the combat, it's like, oh yeah, I did kind of do this recently because you fight Lionels in a similar way. That's why I always like the Link character, like the construct. But regardless, it was fun to also talk about the game today while playing this because, yeah, like that's been a whole thing that was revealed and quite a few fun lore things with that and just good character nourishment. That's how I describe Age of Imprisonment. But yeah, if you're not feeling like the type of like game it is, just hack and slash, I'll just recommend this, you know, watching all the cutscenes. We have a playthrough on the channel. It was only across 4 streams. It's kind of short if you're just doing main story, but just very nourishing to the whole overall lore of Tears. And it was just very awesome. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, we don't have a full stream schedule right now. I just wanted to stream today. I feel like more Thursday streams would probably be our regular day moving forward. It's like the one night I can like be free for kind of thing to do streams. But yeah, for like the coming like holiday weeks, like we'll play week by week. I might honestly next Thursday just do a little stream like the opening few hours of the new Metroid game because I've been looking forward to play that and you know what, it'll just be fun. We're just kind of mixing it up, but yeah, in the meantime, I'm finishing a challenge run and a bunch of other stuff. We're kind of in that phase of just random stuff, but I'm happy to stream when I can, and it's nice chatting with everyone. So yeah, thank you again so much for watching. Because I never had a chance. A Piggy cameo and Baby Floyd cameo. They usually watch a stream when I'm on restaurant break, but I was very locked in. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you all another time, and happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate, and have a good one.